All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Season 6 tournament setting race. Season 6 tournament race. There we go. Tonight we got Icenine versus Xenoh and losers bracket round 2, and we've got HoloLogic and Video James on comms for you all, which I will give to them.
Yo, what's up, gamers? How we doing?
Hello out there.
How's it going? We got Icenine and Xenoh here. We can take a look at the comparison real quick between these two racers. Icenine seed 22 coming in off a loss to Sora in winners. Definitely, a name you can expect to be going pretty far in the bracket. Xenoh, on the other hand, losing to What the Hells in winners, and then beating Double Decker in what I would call one of the more major upsets of the tournament so far. So definitely earning his spot here in second round. And I guess a little background. Xenoh hailing from...
Absolutely.
Yeah. Xenoh's hailing from France. Been playing for about 2 years. Icenine is from Brazil and has been playing for almost 3 years now. It's his second time. He was in S5 bracket as well. And he was also in my league division. So I guess that means I'm as good as the bracket players, right? Right, guys? Please tell me I'm good at this game. But yeah, I think
you're good. Could be wrong. I mean, but...
Oh, chat is my emotional support group. Thank you. Yeah. I think the something about the stats page is a little broken, which is why it's showing Xenoh's last tournament matches. Definitely not Drew and Ecola. Yeah.
No, I think that's from last year's tournament still. I think until we get a little further in, we're still looking at last year's tournament, which that is Xenoh's record for last one. Is unfortunately Ecola and then Drewnis both just kicked him right out early.
So it looks like we start with Requiem.
But looking at these two, no. Ooh. Good starting with a Medallion. Requiem, I mean, better than seeing it on OOT. God, that's just the worst thing for me to see on OOT. It always makes me nervous.
Yeah, Requiem, first of all, it gets you a free song, and it's access to Spirit Temple, which can often be a little bit annoying with the way logic for getting over to Spirit Temple can often be quite restricting, so just having the song to start out is really nice, knowing you don't have to hunt for it. So definitely one of the better starting songs, and that might be an option for some of these players. Notable, when you play Requiem and you get the song, it does set time of day, so you do need to route around that. It looks like Xenoh's going for that, while Icenine is just going to go for the song in SFM here. Yeah, so already divergence, yeah.
I mean, when you can say put back, yeah. Definitely good to see early, though. I always love seeing a little bit of early divergence going on.
The only real concern is, again, Xenoh's time of day is going to be a little bit later now. I think it sets it to like mid-afternoon, whereas the default starting time is 10 a.m. So, but you get ZL for it, so it's definitely a good song to have.
Yeah, getting ZL out of the way early, one less chance we're going to have that AD.
That's a strength on the Arch, by the way.
Not the worst.
We got a horse. I missed that hint there. Oh, GTG's path?
Yeah.
Or no, never mind.
Alright.
That's a horse. Okay, Lostwood's path to King Dodongo. Alright.
I mean, who's really surprised about that one? Be real.
Yeah. High density, you get your bomb egg. Is that River Chest? No, okay, Vanilla Boss Key in Water Temple. Okay.
Vanilla Boss Key, so hopefully it's not like a Song of Time AD scenario,
yeah.
But...
Skull Mask is nothing. Yeah, I'd have to imagine getting that hint for Water Temple is really nice, because if you do end up having to do Water Temple, you can just find 2 keys and then there you go. So, Nice to know that from the get-go. Hey, nice. Midos had a shield at least. Both shields! Let's go. Except you already start with a Deku shield in these settings, so it doesn't matter. But still.
Oh, yeah.
That's definitely good to have. Come on, Allison. you can't see it because it's cropped off, but on Xeno's stream layout, he's got a picture of a baby with a beard that says "bruh." And I think that's just my eternal mood. So thank you for that, Xeno.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we got Skullmask dead, of course. Big chest here on K-Sword is a slingshot.
Mm-hmm. Wait, you need to check target in the woods. He's gonna save work. He'll be able to check it. He'll be fine. So both of them accepting this time of day, just a little bit of a difference in routing, but it doesn't make that much of a difference, it seems. They're both going to arrive at the same point around the same time.
Yeah, no, with the save quit being right there, I mean, it's nearly vanilla. It makes rerouting in any lost woods checks pretty good, which as many times as I've seen Target in the Woods kill someone in these brackets, it's good to have a nice easy access to it right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's just so annoying because you can do most of the stuff in Lost Woods right away, and obviously you can do the bomb checks as adult. But Target in the Woods is the only one where you have to route in like a second trip to Lost Woods as a child specifically for that. And the only real excuse you have for it is Deku and then kind of Child Goron City. So
we've got an early Spirit Temple play though. I like this.
Yeah, this is fine. I think even if Icenine just goes for the first two chests here, I still think this is a decent play.
Agreed.
But we'll see how far he goes.
Hook shot on target. That is not the first time I've seen that there this tournament.
Mm-hmm. And now we got to start thinking about how that affects the KD path. Are we going to see a bomb bag here, or are we going to have a specifically hook locking access to the eventual bomb bag?
Oh, so the runner in me tells me that I'm really hoping it's just a bomb bag on Ocarina, but I'm not a runner. I'm on comms.
Mm-hmm.
Give them the worst. Come on.
That would be very funny. Can't tell what that chest. Is that a key chest or?
Yeah, okay. It looks like a key, yeah.
Yeah, one key chest. So we'll see if Icenine opts to go deeper into Spirit now. Yeah, he's bouncing. That's fine. This is decent.
Oh no, it's not a bomb bag there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little worrying. But have we seen the scrub yet? I don't think we have. The bridge scrub.
Think so. I think that's exactly what Xeno's going for here. Is going to go grab a couple extra rupees to go hit that bridge scrub because it's. I never want to trust a non-bomb bag KD path. I'd always like to confirm.
Yeah. So to answer a question in chat, it doesn't specifically. The path doesn't specifically have to be a bomb bag. It can be a strength to get you into DC, but then that strength specifically has to lock a bomb bag for eventually completing the dungeon, because the only item that is hard locking King Dodongo is bomb bag. So all KD paths have to eventually lead to it, even if the path itself just leads you to get inside the dungeon itself.
And I've seen some really stupidly weird KD paths.
Oh yeah, it can get a lot more complicated than you might assume for what is simply just a bomb bag.
Nope, hammer won't do it. You need a bomb bag. And a scale. I prefer the hook shot, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, that scale can definitely... I mean, I actually think that scale might have more merit than the hook shot, because when you think about what hook actually locks, it's not as much as you would think, as weird as that sounds, because it's pretty much just Forest Temple and then, a couple other things way later in the game. So if we're assuming this bomb bag is early, I think that scale might have more merit for river access and eventually getting to Jabu, stuff like that.
That's exactly what I would think too. Usually I'd be more inclined to believe the scale just because a bomb bag and river makes a lot of sense. Even just one on the Ruda's letter check.
Yeah, that could work too, I think.
The thing is, river access into planting beans makes a lot of sense, except with the hookshot also, any bean logic can just be done with a hookshot for the most part, so...
I think that, except you've got that strength on the Colossus Arch, which I think is really good.
That is true.
So, I'd have to imagine that might be in at least one of these runners' minds. Now that you have a scale, well, I mean, Icenine doesn't have a scale yet, but we'll see. And yeah, just to clear up, bomb chews are never considered in logic in these settings, so it has to be specifically a bomb bag.
Grabbing the first key here for Xenoh as well, and are we gonna climb?
Yeah, I guess he is opting to go a little bit deeper in spirit, so this is nice. We'll get to see more of what's in here.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Gonna save wit and probably go right from that entrance over into the river play here.
We'll have to see. I'd assume that save warp is what that indicates, but
these runners sometimes, I mean, it looks like they're making a pretty common decision, and all of a sudden they just go left turn with it sometimes. It's always entertaining.
Yeah. I think Icenine is definitely eyeing the strength, so if for nothing else, go to river for the for that bean, get that strength, and soon head adult. Although with doing Requiem, I have to imagine it turns night here. So, oh, just like that, there's a bomb bag in river. So,
that's a pretty simple one then.
Yeah, sometimes these problems just solve themselves. And yeah, I'm not really surprised that it was the scale. As we discussed, it's just kind of makes sense. That's great. That's lining you up for quite a decent first adult trip with a bomb bag, strength, and hookshot. You're one bow away from being able to do all of Forest Temple, which hopefully is a medallion.
Yeah, hopefully it's a medallion, honestly, just because it's going to make it easier for the runners. The small part of my brain's hoping it's not, because that's just too easy, but... Got a chicken climbing up the river now. I always hate doing this as a child.
Yeah, it's definitely quite time-consuming, but pretty much necessary, I think, with what the seed is laying down for us here.
Oh, yeah.
So, we'll see. And we also have, importantly, a Frogs in the Rain hint, so there's really no risk doing this with Child, even though you don't have storms. That much is very nice. Both runners in river now. I think the only difference is Xenoh went a little bit deeper into... Yeah, you get money from the frogs. Love this strat so much.
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well go into domain, and this is definitely the easiest way to get money for the diving minigame, so... Yeah, yep. Both these runners seem to have this idea in mind.
Plus, at this point, if you end up going... market pretty quick here with the bomb bag. This also fuels most of your bomb chew bowling and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Early game money is so critical. So can't say I'm surprised.
7. No.
Oh boy. Yeah, you want to go back to river like 7 separate times? Sounds fun.
No, thank you. I'm good.
Oh yeah, there's a new a new branch that has Ocarina button shuffle, so you can get a chest and it's like, oh, you can place C down on the Ocarina now.
What?
Yeah, cursed randomizer settings.
Oh my curse! No.
What's not cursed is that FW there. That's really nice early pickup. OGC is dead. No need for that. Yeah, so I'd have to imagine with the placement of the bomb bag here, you're bringing the chicken up all the way. Might as well go for a domain play and then maybe just hitch the owl and Lake Hylia, do Lon Lon and go adult.
Yeah, agreed.
Seems like the best way to route things. And it works out pretty nicely with your time of day as well, so... I wouldn't be surprised if that's exactly what these runners opt to do.
Yep, here's the Zora's Domain play.
Nobody does right side. Chicken waterfall.
Nope. Nope.
Sad.
Let's see. We got diving minigame. We got light the torches, and probably just going to be a quick lake just to set. I mean, at least set here. You gotta.
Yeah, for sure. I'd have to imagine. Oh, he sees Path to Phantom Ganon. All right, give me a bow, please.
Yeah.
Although, do have to be careful until we see Saria's song or Minuet. That could be just for access to one of those songs. That is always a risk. That's something I'll have to keep in mind. But it's very easy to assume and probably correct that that is probably just a bow in DC. Also, Icenine going for the Chad strategy here.
Yep, I love that one.
Yeah. This is one where if you get a really bad Ruby pattern, it kind of screws you, but I think should be fine here. He's got like 33 seconds still.
Oh yeah.
It's fine.
And looking at the Ruby pattern when it fell, it didn't look like it was awful. Oh yeah, that's actually really good. We actually know exactly where strength is, and they're going to be setting that up before they go back adult for the first time. Strength, yep, on the arch, like everyone's saying. I mean, if you want to get disgusting, it can still be strength because we need to beat Spirit Temple for our forest axes, but probably not.
It could happen, honestly. I like that suggestion. Certainly make the seed a lot more interesting, I gotta say.
Yeah, I'm honestly very interested by the seed already because it's very rare you see Zora's Domain this early without some excessively good reason, and to have double Zora's Domain, like a bomb bag's a good reason, don't mistake. But seeing Zora's Domain this early is just, I really do. I like Zora's Domain.
It always feels like such a point of like bragging rights too. It's like, oh man, I was in Zora's Domain sub 15 minutes. I totally, God redded this, big brain this seed, and then doesn't work out.
Yeah, watch it back and your opponent did the exact same thing, just a little faster than you. It's like, ah, crap.
Hey, they're more of a genius than me. I'll never forget there was one weekly where this was when KZ skip was still allowed. I entered Ice Cavern sub 8 minutes, and I was like, dude, I don't know, does this ever happen? Can't imagine going to Ice Cavern that early. It was also a very stupid play. It did not work out at all, but that's besides the point.
Ice just occasionally doesn't work.
Yeah.
That's okay. We don't have to worry about it anymore. It's gone. It can't hurt us again. Right?
It's back in the weeklies. Ah, no.
Exactly. What do you mean it's back in the weeklies? Oh, no.
So, after this fishing, yeah, the point brought up in chat, do you skip Lon Lon? I don't think you do.
I don't think you can manage that. I think you take the owl back to castle, and as long as you have time of day, head over to Lon Lon, head back to castle.
Yeah. I have to imagine, yeah, you do Lon Lon, there's a decent chance that it's a good warp song, like Bolero or Minuet would be really nice. Even Nocturne, I would take. And if not, there's still a chance. It's still a chance it could be Storms, which is still really nice.
Yep. Well, our wallet's full. That's good.
Yeah, are either of these guys gonna do Valley?
Please no. Keep the awful Valley out of here.
It'd be funny. You child cack? I don't know about that one.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's... I mean, because if you're doing it because of time of day, you're not getting much out of child cack, really. Yeah, the only time I think they do Valley here is if they're really, like, bad on time of day. It looks like Icenine's going for Southern Hyrule Field, though.
Interesting.
Okay. But honestly, overall, not a lot of divergence. Both runners grabbed their early spirit. Xeno went a tiny bit deeper. Not a big deal. Oh yeah, no, this is a good time to route in field, honestly. It's going to be one of those, it's rough to get back down here at a good time frame.
Yeah, the longer you don't have Serenade, it's just one of those things that's like, it's so easy to do, but it's also very easy to put off. I'm very much guilty of the 2-hour open grotto. It happens way too often, and it's a problem.
OOT is Minuet.
Alright, so likely looking for Ceres for Logical Forest access then.
Just wait until Ceres is on the Minuet pedestal and the game's like, it's logical AD, but who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Minuet is definitely it sucks that this is AD, but like whatever, I can deal. I can cope with this.
Oh yeah, no. GTG to Morpha, huh?
And you got a horse, so you could see potentially a very early. I mean, if you find magic, you know, you could go to GTG and just pop the old FW there, and then you're good, right?
If it's good.
If, yeah. And yeah, Xeno's time of day unfortunately is not great here for getting to market. So honestly, maybe he does Child Cack. We were joking about it, but it could happen, I think.
Just wait, it's gonna be Sun Song right here in online. It's not gonna matter. Alright, chickens. Gotta love them chickens.
What do we have here? Yeah, it's the wrong chickens. Alright, stick upgrade, not bad.
Yeah, definitely worth having. Especially early, when you don't have the K-Sword.
Yeah, definitely. Unfortunately, both of these guys are going to have some interesting routing here. The old time of it.
I'm always happy to see it, so show me Sun Songs so we can ignore everything we've talked about.
Bro, please. That's probably what they're thinking. They're probably just like, bro, I need Sun Song, please. I will do anything. Prelude would be good too. It's Nocturne.
I mean, Nocturne's not bad. I mean, you definitely want to have it earlier rather than later, because just having to, like, oh, great, I get to go do Ice Cavern for Nocturne for my Go mode just doesn't feel good.
That's true. Yeah, there's a couple things you can do here. They still have to plant the bean, so you can kill enough time of day, play Nocturne, and do Dompe, and then Child Cack could be an option. And then otherwise, people are saying you just hike from Kokiri Forest and just kind of burn the time of day that way, which is fine. I still think you end up waiting a little bit, but it's better than nothing.
Is this Nocturne? Nope, we're going back to Requiem here.
Yeah, like I said, just gonna kill the extra time of day for nighttime and then go do Dompe most likely.
Yep. And plant the bean while you're there, because obviously you gotta.
Yep. And you get a song out of this too, so there's another chance for Prelude or Suns, which would, you know, fix basically everything we have with the time of day issue. And Dompe is another check that's just so easy to, you know, leave until the very end and just completely forget it exists. So nice to get it routed in this way for sure. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be that long from checking Valley, especially with the GTG path. I'd have to imagine going through Valley is on the table eventually.
I could see it. All right.
Let's see what the song is here.
Songs are hard.
Hopefully this is something good. Even if it's not something that gets you to market, I still think Minuet or Bolero would be really good here. And even Serenade. So once you do kill that time of day, you can just go right to the Owl. I think is fine as well.
Yeah. I mean, we've got a lot of like high value songs here. Pretty much you just don't let it be Song of Time. I mean, but even then, if Water Temple's required, we know we need Song of Time eventually. But other than that, I mean, Storm, Suns, Prelude, Serenade, Full Arrow, even Saria, so you know logically you have access to Forest Temple is nice. Prelude. Like, Prelude's perfectly fine there. Yep, everything we said. Gone. Down the drain.
Now it's easy peasy.
And here we go, flame storage. Oh, accidentally jump slashing your flame.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
But it's not the end of the world for sure.
Oh, Colt had the stick early.
You just saying screw it? Yeah, this isn't in logic, so hopefully he doesn't get too punished for this. We'll hopefully see it on Icenine side, unless people are, you know, coordinating bad strats here. Looks like he's got it. Oh, little late.
That's nothing.
Yeah. He was a little late on the door opening, but it's fine. You have lots of time.
Oh yeah, that strat gives you a lot of leeway.
Now we got our boy Big D. What do you got for us?
His heart.
Health. Nice for the early game, I suppose.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Gonna check. What is that? Bombs? Looked like?
I couldn't tell because it was syncing while I was synchronizing while I...
Looked like just a bomb.
Bomb refill?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, bomb refill. But we got Xenoh not doing Composer's Grave.
Yeah, interesting.
Or Shield Grave, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean...
Might just be, Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I've seen a few people do that in tournament just because, oh, I'm so used to doing it as an adult, I don't even think about the checks as a child.
Yeah, exactly. It just becomes muscle memory. Like, I'm sure he's gonna do it once he goes adult. Because it's just something you do almost every seed. And I have to imagine it's just not even something you think about.
Yep. Yeah. And because the thing is, most of the time you can't do it as a child because you got the stupid little kid sitting there like, hey, you're gonna make Dompe mad. I pull this grave in front of Dompe all the time and he doesn't care. Why do you?
It's such a quintessential OOT moment is what that is. Just like, I'm so used to doing this the tricky or the hard way or the more complicated way that when it's just right there in front of me, it just doesn't even strike me as a possibility.
Yep. Ooh, Icenine grabbing the Redead Grotto really quick.
I have to imagine this is just good, you know, overall thoroughness while you're here. Bigeron's got Light Arrow. That's funny.
Oh no, 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 no.
Good luck. Good luck finding the trade item.
I have such bad memories when Bigeron has the light arrows. It changes the entire dynamic of a seed because at that point you can't just be like, well, there's probably not anything here. You gotta full clear it all. Have fun full clearing it all.
Pretty much. Yeah, imagine it's just in light trial and your strength 3 hunt.
Oh, man. I had the one time I've had it. It was Sungrave with OOT Sun Song. Talk about a last 5 location.
And you'd have to imagine, yeah, OOT Sun Song is definitely like, dude, that's a rando moment right there. Yep,
it was eyeball frog in the Sungrave. Oh, let's not think about that again. All right, we got Bombchu Bowling going on for Xenoh here.
Yeah, we saw a couple market checks already. We got the Richard check was nothing, and now Bombchu Bowling. Child Shooting Gallery, interestingly.
Oh,
nice bow.
Oh, all right, that's full force temple.
All right, so I guess that confirms that Saria's is somehow locked behind something in DC. Everything was in logic, so interesting strategy. Doesn't look like it's working there. Xenoh. Yeah, there you go. You got it. Second try. Nope. Still missed. Nope.
That looks a little better. There you go. That's a bow.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Forest Temple, DC, Water, Forest. Hold on a sec. I will get that for a second. Yeah, so we've got Deku Tree is water. DC is fire. Forest is vanilla. Morpha is shadow. And Bongo is spirit. We've got shadow, water, forest, DC, Deku are our dungeons.
Yeah, I was about to comment though. Icenine didn't do Bomb Chew Bowling. He doesn't have that bow yet.
It's true. Oh man, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I mean, missing a few other small things, that happens, but that bow might come back really bad.
Yeah. Bow, thankfully, is one of those items that there are multiple ones placed throughout the seed, so as long as they're not bow locked, he might not get as punished as it sounds like he is. We've definitely seen runners get bailed out by extra bows out there, but
very true.
Still, definitely going to nerf the early game for Icenine quite a bit, because Xeno is primed for Forest Temple, Icenine is not. Yeah, at that point, you can definitely, like, before you even read the pedestal, you can make some level of assumption on what the dungeons are just based on the paths you have.
Huh? Because we've gotten, I think, 4 so far.
Yeah, I would say.
Looking at Icenine's tracker, I think we have 4.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So Icenine personally on his tracker has Gerudo Fortress to Queen Goma, but I don't recall seeing that one myself. Okay, so we got Dompe race going on here, which is always entertaining. Yeah, a lot of lag going on that side, unfortunately. It does happen.
Oh, yeah. Depending on your emulator, it can definitely vary.
I can relate to Potato Internet. Potato Internet is how I live my life.
Been there for sure. Prize in Canada.
Grabbing the fairy fountain while you're here, because, I mean, no good reason not to.
We'll have to see. I mean, we're going DC first on Icenine side for sure. We'll have to see what that path is. That path's going to be actually pretty interesting, because it's going to give some indication of like what the songs are. Saria's is not going to be behind Nocturne or Prelude, so I'm very curious to see.
Oh, Vanilla Storms is nice.
Yeah, definitely. Get a nice little well trip on your next child visit.
Is Xenoh just... Okay, I was going to say, is Xenoh just skipping graveyard checks?
Well, he's definitely skipped Shieldgrave, right? Alright, I'll give the old refresh. Hopefully we won't be ahead anymore.
I saw that too. Giving a quick refresh here. Okay. And there's the Dompe race again. We already know nothing. We've got Icenine going through Dodongo's cavern. Big yawn.
Dins? Is that Dins?
That was Dins?
So...
We already know it's for Saria's, because at this point we literally have the full forest kit, so somehow either Dins or something else in here is going to lead to Saria's somewhere. Where are we thinking now?
Can't imagine what it would be. Looking at the songs, maybe there's just a Brutos letter hiding in Shadow Temple.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, nothing else makes sense on that, really.
Got another big chest, though.
That's not going to do it, though. Mm-hmm. That's good.
Definitely. Yeah, maybe the Dins is just, nice. It's not actually what we're looking for.
They're saying we're way ahead again.
My God.
Toss another refresh, see if we can get this back on track for us. Oh yeah, restreaming people with potato internet is not the most entertaining. Everything's all reloaded and good to go again on my end.
Yep.
Just watched Xenoh get storms.
Yeah, I see Icenine is just blowing up the eyes and...
Yep.
Alright.
Yep.
Sounds like we're at least synced.
Okay. If we end up getting ahead again, I know chat will call us out. Let's just keep going for now.
Yeah, just go out kicking and screaming, guys, as you're so well equipped to do.
We'll drag you all the way through this siege. A minute ahead the whole time, no problem.
Even if we have to finish Radio ZSR style, it'll be fine.
Yep. All right. Doing the quick strat for extra bombs on Icenine. I always loved this.
Yeah, this is not that hard to do. All you do is just cross the load plane after spawning that one bomb drop. It refreshes the pot, and since you haven't grabbed the bomb yet, it doesn't set the flag that you got a bomb drop. So you just get a second one for free. Which is really nice.
Uh-huh. So right now the assumption is Saria's is somewhere kind of gross deep. With that Din's Fire, it's either trying to point us towards like Spirit Key logic for AD or Rudos in Shadow Temple for... I don't even know, man. This is not even a nice setup.
Yeah, but I think this might also be one of those things where, like, at the end of the day, you kind of just don't care how bad Sari is.
No.
No. Yeah. I have to imagine there may be some, liberties taken with the logic reading in this seed.
Oh, we got a high five into Dongo's Cavern, one entering, one leaving.
Yeah, and although Icenine's a little bit ahead, at least in terms of raw dungeon progression, I do actually favor Xenoh's position right now, just because of that bow. And I mean, it's not going to be too bad if Icenine is limited in the rest of his adult trip, but it is nice to just route. You do the whole Death Mountain area, go to Forest, and then Forest is right there. Forest Temple's right there, and you can just do it. So.
Yeah, and you also have to consider the information Xenoh has and the fact that Din's Fire, he's like, oh, so it's just for Sarias. Cool. Whereas Icenine still might be considering, where's that bow?
Yeah, exactly. He might be thinking it might be first bow in Shadow Temple. So, depending on what other items he finds here, he might be baited into an early Shadow Temple play, which might not be a bad thing. But that bow is going to be punishing potentially later on. Hard to say.
Yep, exactly. And Xeno, as soon as he's done with the Dongos, can literally just, okay, let's just go up through Goron City, head into Lost Woods, and go clear out Forest Switch. When that's your Forest Med, I mean, even if it's just Serenade, Bolero, anything like that, it's going to be extra movement that Icenine won't have. It can't be on Burning Cack, unfortunately. We don't know exactly where Saria's is. We're sitting here theory crafting it up and down, but all we know is that Din's Fire somehow locks it. And a Shadow Dip wouldn't be awful, just because Shadow's still a medallion either way. It's not like you're really losing time doing the first 2 checks, and at the moment, we're missing Magic and Hovers. So if they pick up Magic and dip the first 2 without Hovers, that's not the worst.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you could argue it's progression, even if it's very small. So. Let's take a look here. What do we got in the Storm's Grotto? I'm going to guess that Icenine is very much going to be enticed by a bottom of the well play coming up soon.
I could see it.
I think it's
Sorry, I keep cutting you off there.
No, it's okay. I just think it's his best option at this point, looking at what he has left in terms of density.
Or is it GTG? I mean, without a bow, that's really rough. It is really bad. You've got Gerudo Fortress path, and you have GTG path. Like, I don't think you should go there without the bow, but I can see an argument being made for it.
If I were in Icenine's position, I'd definitely wait until I had Magic, just so I could pop the FW, but I'm not Icenine. We'll have to see if he chooses differently. Yeah, see, that's what I'm worried about, is with Nocturne, you technically don't have to go through Market. I do think there is the saving grace of they haven't done Child Shooting Gallery yet, so it's definitely something you want to route in soon. So if he does go Child, I have very little doubt that he will do Bombchu Bowling, but then he's probably gonna, you know, not feel like he wants to immediately go back Adult and will probably opt for Well instead. And who knows, that might work out in his favor. This could definitely swing back in Icenine's favor if Well ends up being a good play.
Yep. Absolutely. I mean, we're still so early in the seed that there are a lot of ways this can go in either runner's favor pretty easily. Getting a quick peek on the left side of the maze doesn't look like anything.
Icenine doing the hardest strat in the game, which is swinging the sword without clanking on anything in that little spot of the maze.
Yeah, I hate that.
That's not the easiest thing in the world to do.
Alright, we're dipping into DMC here. Another song, more movement, always good. I mean, they seem a little silly, but they're still, I mean, we gotta keep them on. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it definitely, because otherwise Forest Temple just becomes like the default, just go. And yeah, it definitely, not all the time. Like sometimes it can just be baity wasps and it's whatever, but there are instances where it can actually seriously help you out, figure out the logic of the seed. So yes, Pirate, I agree. Logic is dumb and should be ignored. That's why you guys should play no logic seeds.
You know, with my name being the way it is, I'm not sure if I should take that as an insult.
It's true. Maybe Pyra's just really mad at you. Who knows?
I mean, I'm used to it.
Okay, you're fine. You're good. Yeah, see, there you go.
That's what I expected. Was that 20 skulls?
Yeah, 20 skulls is dead.
Okay. I always love seeing the 20 skull hint. I'm a very avid I hate skulls.
Yeah.
So seeing every one of them dead possible is always nice. And there's just a random Goron tunic in the crater.
Love
like,
it,
oh, you're a little toasty here, let's help you out.
I've already got a decent amount of health, like 6 and 5 hearts is decent enough for this early on in the seed, but now it's just not a concern at all.
No. I've also been noticing a lot with Season 6 that these top runners end up having a lot more health than I'm used to seeing, and that was the other 20 hint right there, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'd have to imagine. I notice a lot of people are much more adamant in terms of not being afraid to open small chests a little bit later. Perhaps the Eternal Hunt for Choose is just a little bit more ubiquitous, I guess, in Season 6 than it was before. But also, I think people are also becoming more conscious of, having enough health for Fire Temple. Just being able to get through without dying is pretty nice.
There's a hammer.
Nice hammer. Good spot for it, for sure.
Yeah. It's definitely a place for the hammer to be.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about stone fire, though, we're getting a lot of pieces towards these stone dungeons early. Well, not a lot, I guess, but enough. Does lead me to think that it's very possible we're looking at, like, AD Minuet as our logical. Yeah, we got the play going into Lost Woods here.
Yep.
Probably going up for... Do you think Icenine would dip Forest without a bow?
Hard to say. I mean, you have Song of Time, so it's good to at least, check... Hold on a sec. This big chest? Okay, it's Mirror Shield. I was like, if that big chest was a bow, that would have been such a nice bailout.
Yeah. We're talking more AD pieces here, though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think Song of Time is definitely enticing to at least dip Forest, but hard to say if he actually does it at this point.
Could just be efficiently clearing out the rest of the checks he's got missing, and there's another big chest here. Oh, big stabbing.
Sword. Yeah. No complaints.
I believe Burning Kakariko is an always hint right now.
Yeah, knock is an always hint in these settings.
The bow was Bombchu Bowling, Mel. Now we got Xenoh coming through, cleaning out all these big chests. Now, Icenine needs a bailout. He needs a bow if he's going to dip into Forest Temple like this. Oh, gotta love when you get accidentally scammed. He wanted to give you all the money in the world, but your wallet's already full, and then he takes your 40 after you've thrown the rupee on the ground. Just bad management there. Like, just pick up the rupee.
You know better than that. Done this how many times?
Not enough, apparently. So of note, Xenoh did not go up and get the hammer, but honestly, with Forest Temple progression sitting in his face, I don't really blame him. I probably wouldn't do it either.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's, really something you fault for.
No. I mean, he might. But at the moment, we know fire is a stone, so unless stone fire ends up becoming a thing, it's not really going to hurt that bad. Yep, he's entering Forest.
So, come on, Vanilla Bow, please. Can it happen?
I don't think he goes all the way to the vanilla. I think French vanilla would be good for him, but I've done this enough times without a bow, and like I'm not clearing all the way to the bow chest. And we're gonna have a high five here in Forest from Xenoh as well, which I mean, this is actual full progression for Xenoh, which is good.
Yeah, although, again, like I'm saying, Icenine is just a tiny bit ahead on raw progression. Just that one little item is making it so much better for...
yeah. I was going to say, in case it wasn't noted, that was Saria's song on the pedestal, so our only logical access to Forest Temple is AD.
Yeah, it's the who cares AD is what that is.
But I find that to be entertaining that the seed's like, hey, you have to AD for a minuet. Every runner in top 64, I don't think I will.
Yeah, no thank you.
No.
Is it AD? Well, yes, but actually no. Yeah, that's that. All that means is that Dins is going to lead to an item that, again, it could just be like Rudo's Letter or Boomerang for a different purpose than what we were assuming. Nonetheless, that's a really funny placement for Saria's song.
Seed thinks it's funny. Seed thinks, oh, we're gonna screw with another AD seed. No. Yeah, my bet at the moment is that it's just Rudo's or Boomerang inside Shadow Temple for your Jabu clear for your minuet. Nope, we have Mirror Shield. We found that.
Mm-hmm. So really, the only thing we're missing for AD is Boomerang and Rudo's at this point.
Yeah. And probably Hover Boots for Fire Temple.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Hover Boots, yeah.
But I doubt we're going to find that behind Dins.
Yeah. Well, I guess Strength 2 as well. There's a couple things, but...
Strength 2, yep. A lot, yep.
Well, all that tells us is that, it could be Dins specifically for Spirit key logic. That is an option, but more likely than not, it just tells us that Shadow Temple's loaded. What a surprise.
Oh, yeah. So you ready for a nice long hunt for this trade quest item towards the end of the seed? Because
yeah,
we know that.
Just want it to be like on the way, easy to find. Because the seed is so jet looking otherwise, right? Like it feels like it's gonna go by pretty fast.
So we're looking at Forest, Dodongo, Deku, Shadow, Water, and we already have our path hint for Gomon, Gerudo Fortress, so that's going to be easy. We're already looking at, like, our Water Temple path in GTG. We're just going to be missing... So we're missing Iron Boots or Gold Scale and Long Shot, because we know the boss key is actually going to be accessible without Iron Boots.
Yeah, so... unless Water Temple is, like... I don't know if it's actually possible for Iron Boots to be hard required if you've got vanilla boss key. I feel like there's enough keys that you're going to find too no matter what without having to do Central Pillar, so...
Oh yeah, no. Absolutely. And at this stage of the game, both these runners should be able to do Gold Scale, Water, Central Pillars taken out of the equation.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's Fire Arrow. Okay, so I guess Dins is what we thought was just...
Well, no, because Fire Arrow inside... I was going to say Fire Arrow's inside...
Oh, yeah.
Locked. Like, everything here is disgustingly deep.
Yeah, it's true. Alright, well... Yeah, and here's Icenine bailing.
Here's Xenoh continuing.
At least we aren't going to be cursed with Double Forest for very long.
Okay, here we go. He's going Child. Hopefully he remembers Bombchu Bowling and is not just immediately Nocturne over.
Yep. And again, like, you have Child Shooting Gallery to do, so... You'd have to imagine this is just a market play right now. It's more a matter of, does he forget the check exists as a thing you can do in the video game, right?
Okay. Yeah, no,
he's
we're
going.
good. It's more, do you route it in after Bottom of the Well? Because, I mean, with Prelude, you could try and, just play over to Nocturne, then come back and do it afterwards.
Yeah.
Especially since it's already night, he might have opted to do that just to try and figure out other checks to do to set time of day back to day for Child Shooting Gallery. But as it stands, nope. Yeah, both of them have Mirror Shield. Xenoh just hasn't equipped it. No good reason to. Come on, Richard. Anyone who makes escort quests along this line and makes it so that whatever you're escorting is slower than you are, I hate you.
Yep. How dare you?
And there's the bow, and he's like, ah, crap.
Yep.
We are missing a bongo bongo hint as far as I'm aware. Now he's like, oh great, now I get to go right back to Forest Temple. Awesome. I always hate going, like, dipping an area like that and then immediately being like, well, I guess I have to go back there right away.
We've been conditioned as runners to, you know, age change, bad. Just no matter what, if you're doing a lot of age changes, you're just bad routing. And, you know, I think people shouldn't be afraid to just, you know, if you go back for a single item and it's a good item in adult, just go back. Don't be afraid.
With Prelude, it's not that bad. If he had Minuet, this wouldn't feel bad to me at all. But the fact of the matter is, he has no good access to getting into Forest, because I think the nearest warp he has is just Nocturne, and he's going to have to climb all the way up, all the way in. Just it's not awful, but it's just inefficient. And when you're in these top 64, that burns a minute, 2 minutes, and that's all it takes.
Yeah, for sure. We've seen races decided by much less.
Because, yeah, at this point, with you picking up Saria's there, you have to be like, okay, so it's AD for Forest Temple. There's not going to be anything here, but he could be thinking the exact same thing we mentioned, where it's he's going to clear Forest Temple for Forest Medallion because extra songs, extra movement, extra efficiency just helps.
Alright, just have to step away for one brief moment.
You're fine. Yeah, more high fives, everyone. Let's get some more runner high fives going on. Yep, sticks on 10, and that's every skull in the whole seed. Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. The bigger issue is since he skipped Shoe Bowling, and that's what's held up his Forest Temple. He has to assume Xenoh probably got that on his way through, and it's literally just he chose not to, and that, hurts really bad.
Yeah, talking about not only the progression advantage, but also the mental advantage that you might have of just feeling behind, which can lead very easily to bonkers plays that, you know, sometimes work out. Sometimes playing from behind definitely works out well, but other times, you know, there's pretty much nothing you can do. It's hopeless from the beginning, so definitely mess with you. Especially here in the losers bracket where it's win or go home, so gotta imagine that's bigger than it probably could be normally.
Yeah. We got another Forest high five going on here.
Let's see. Hopefully there's at least one interesting item in Forest, because at this point, kind of feels like you don't have like one single correct thing to do after this. Mentioned earlier, you know, going into Shadow for the first 2 checks is probably fine, but other than that, it's, you want to gamble on early GTG, or do you want to go to the well?
Oh, I think GTG and Gerudo Fortress, when you've got 2 different paths pointing in that direction. Like I said, I've never saw the Gerudo Fortress path to Queen Goma, but I do see Icenine with it marked, so I'm not sure where he saw that hint, but like Gerudo Training Grounds path to Morpha, Gerudo Fortress path to Queen Goma, yeah, go crush that.
Yeah, especially with the slingshot, you know it's going to be a Kakiri sword. You can full clear, so yeah, you definitely go Fortress. Unfortunately, you probably won't have magic, but you can do a lot of GTG even without, you know, all the items. Really, it's just the Strength 3, I think, or Strength 2, excuse me, at this point, that I think is kind of a drag.
Yeah.
But you can definitely gamble on finding that path right away.
So we saw Child Lake, and we did see Zora's Domain. They routed that in really early because we had a scale path to King Dodongo that led us to River for bombs, and then Domain. none of that paid out with anything, but having Scarecrow set is going to be very beneficial, potentially. Especially if they go Gerudo Fortress and there's a big chest and they don't have the hovers to get over there and get it, that having Pierre set would be really nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I guess maybe stop on Lake on the way for sure. A 1 in 3 chance is there.
Yep, I think it's the right play to just really quickly pop down to Lake, get Pierre set, because if you go up there and you see a big chest sitting on top, you're gonna feel bad. I think it's more aggressive, and I could see Icenine being like, I'm a little behind, I don't have time to route in Lake. If it's 1 in 3 on top of Gerudo Fortress, I'm just gonna have to deal with it.
Imagine that, trying to think, like, it really is just Toilet and the strength to block that kind of prevents your, you know, ability to full clear GTG. So I definitely think it's a good play at this point. And then assuming you find the K-Sword, you can just go back, do Deku, and just get all the dense child locations out in one clean trip. It works out really nice.
And I mean, you've got everything full Child Goron City. You've already done Zora's Domain Lake. Just knock out Deku Tree, head into Child Goron City, hit well, and outside of something stupid happening, you're done on Child. Like, I'm personally on the bandwagon of please, please, please put the claim check or the eyeball frog on Baronade's heart right now. I'd love to see it.
You just want to see full degeneracy is what you want to see at this point.
So I've retired from Season 6. It is just beaten me down to no end. So I'm here to watch other people get beaten down. Misery loves company, don't you know?
Of course, of course. I feel like I'm a little bit more on the sympathetic side of the spectrum. I just want people to not hate their lives when they're playing a race. You know, nobody wants to be here forever, right? So, I can imagine.
That's very true. That's very true. And honestly, I think a lot of these people have been playing for long enough where if you're still going and you actually hate what you're doing, maybe want to look into that, because I feel like all of us that are still racing regularly are doing it because we actually enjoy it. At least I would like to think so.
Yeah, man, what do you mean you don't want 50 skulls 80 every single time? You mean you want to tell me you want to play less of the video game? What kind of logic is that? I thought you liked this game. I need to...
By the way, happy 1 hour.
We'll see if we'll be saying it's happy at 2 hours, depending on this claim check location.
Thanks go out to our runners. Obviously, you are the ones that make everything happen. You aren't listening right now, so hope not. Icenine and Xenoh. Trackers today are Waylon and Tenacious Toad. And as always, thank you to my co-com here, Vidya James. Good having you here.
Howdy. You guys know about the secret Meg strat, by the way? You can tell which Meg is the real one without even looking at which one spins.
No.
Alright, so the secret is the real Meg spawns in 1 frame before all the other Megs. And it's a little hard to see, but if you look at their shadows, it's a lot more obvious. Like, the queue is a lot more obvious for which one it is. So at this point, I'm not even looking at, like, waiting for the spin. I just look for the shadows.
Empress, yes, that is exactly what happened. Ice left, went to do Child, did Bomb Chew Bowling, and got the bow immediately. It was just like, well, guess I'm going back adult. Here we go. That's where we're at.
Yeah, and it sucks because Icenine was ahead on progression until that point, and that need to leave and go do Bomb Chew Bowling, I think we got a big chest here.
Delicious big chest. What do we got?
That's
gold scale. Okay, so if they can find long shot in GTG, that's going to be gold scale water. They should be able to pick up the K-Sword in Gerudo Fortress and clear out Deku. We are literally... So long shot, K-Sword, hopefully long shot in GTG, mind you. Oh man, that's really good.
I think I'm thinking about it more because yeah, like you say, if we get long shot in GTG, K-Sword, and then pretty much just hovers, and then hovers from, I guess you could call it, yeah, you could call it glow mode, but
We know where the light arrows are, though. We can't even call it glow mode. We can call it awful mode because it's Bigoron.
It's actually a really good simulation of what it's like to play without the Ganondorf hint, to be honest. Because it's basically just an item that can be anywhere, blocks one thing, and you have no hint for it. So good luck finding it. Needle in a haystack.
Yep.
This is what playing with Trials on is like.
Except at least in Trials anymore, they put the light arrow hint in Dompe's hut, which is
Oh, do
nice.
they? What?
Yes. Yeah, most
That's
of
not
like
a multi-world, is it?
I've gotten it another for RSL too.
Oh, it's RSL. Okay. I was gonna say if it's for multi-world, then it's a miracle that my team has won any of our matches with Trials because we did not know that.
No, RSL's got it. It's honestly something for if you turn Trials on, that ought to just be the standard as Dompe Hunt has your light arrows in because God, I hate casinoing that light arrows so bad.
Yeah. And I'm familiar with the Dompe Hut hinting hookshot in no logic settings. That's pretty nice, but yeah, I didn't know about that light arrows thing. Yeah, with Trials too, you at least you have the path to the tower hints, which can indicate light arrows as well. So, oh, does Icenine not have the Bigoron hint? Interesting.
I was gonna say I don't see it on his tracker, so there's a real chance. Ice Cavern to Bongo. There we go.
That's
That's a hint.
Yeah, depending on again, it all comes down to what's in GTG, but we could see these guys in Muggle plus claim check mode very, very soon.
And honestly, with the lighters where they are, either runner can get themselves massively ahead and then just get tripped up by claim check.
Mm-hmm.
Very realistic.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, it definitely kind of. I know this is a contentious term, but I feel like this might be the only appropriate place to use it. It's a casino for the claim check because you literally have no direction whatsoever. Just you can rush density as best you can, but if you guess wrong, that's it.
Oh man, he's just now checking pedestal. Nice.
Lamau.
Sun's on Prelude though, and we're gonna have a backwards wasteland over to GTG.
Yeah, this makes enough sense to me, although you don't get to route in the Scarecrow, which we mentioned earlier, so if it's on the Fortress rooftop, then they're going to have to go down to Lake first. Or pray that Longshot's in GTG, that's also an option.
Yeah? Which honestly, with Morpha Path, it's 50-50. It's Irons or it's Longshot, but we don't know if it's going to be behind Strength 2 or not. I mean, a lot of people I see do Hammer Rocks before dipping into GTG, so that's, a lot of people will.
Little reverse wasties for the fans, as they say. No, nobody actually says that, don't worry. That's just the thing I made up right now.
Yeah, I can hear the crickets.
Yeah. I gotta wonder if Icenine will opt to do the same way to GTG or if he'll try to do the horse, go down to Lake and see.
Honestly, like we were saying, after missing that bow and literally its first check when you come back, I can see very easily in the back of your mind, I'm behind now. I have to make something more aggressive. I could see just going straight for GTG here.
Don't say what I say and then put a bat chest next to it. How dare you? Reverse wasties just sounds like the Hangover, right? Okay, now that's how we make it like, an actual like ZSR OoTR term is just make it something that like without context you have no idea why it's called that. If we just start calling Reverse Wasteland the Hangover, and everybody just hates it, like, why do you call it that? It's so stupid. Just in the same vein of like Greg or Manager, which is one that I learned is a thing, and I'm very much not a fan of.
Yeah, Shadow Temple Manager. I love Shadow Temple Manager.
Oh, it's just... Oh. Damn. Get fucked. All right, prayers for long shot in GTG.
I love that. How's the scene? Lights on, bigger on. Oh, that's all I need to know.
Yeah. The jet, but pop friend.
Logical ID. Lights on, bigger on. Who needs more? All right. No, we have not found the trade item. We are currently unsure of where we're looking at.
Mm-hmm. That's true. We don't even have a bottle yet for Ice Cavern. I didn't even think about that.
I mean, we're gonna have to get Rudo's letter and turn it in to even make it in there, so...
That's true. Okay, yeah. Forgot about that, too.
We're not in the days of Weep Skip right now.
Stupid sexy Season 6.
Trade item on Baronade. Someone else, Zavi! Zavi, you're on my side! Trade item is on Baronade and Stone Job. Let's go!
God damn. Be funny. Nice going child. Ooh.
This is interesting. Or no?
Or no, it's just getting the song. Okay, never mind.
Is he just getting the song?
Yeah. Now I guess he's gonna go route in that Scarecrow. This is the safer play for sure. Unless he's just going through Valley. I don't know. Yeah, there's K-Sword.
K-Sword, okay.
Alright, so we're safe until that big chest has, you know, like claim check or something in it.
So that could be pretty doable.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got here?
Ooh, strength 2.
Huh.
That just might swing things back in Icenine's favor. This GTG setup.
Where the path is here.
Yeah, for sure. Unlikely, but I mean that is a room with 4 chests in it. How many rooms can you say have 4 chests in them? Not too many.
I was gonna say not a lot.
Tell you one is Maze has way more than 4 chests, but
Light Trial?
yeah, Light Trial's the best dungeon in the game, homie.
I mean, take it from a Blitz main. Yeah, it is. Mido's house has 4. That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Save scumming our keys over to the side here, looking for our path item.
That's just a wallet on the Tektite Grotto. Not important.
Nah, no one cares about that.
Oh man, it's magic.
Chick.
That could potentially be path to Morpha. It's gonna suck if it's Iron Boots though.
That is possible path. That's just a really weird one.
Mm-hmm. I think we're gonna have to see more of this GTG before we can make an assumption.
Rolled by the slug. Didn't even get the kill.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's running for his goddamn life.
I mean, yeah, he just keeps getting him. Like, God, just get over here.
Bam, there you go.
Oh.
There's another big one.
There's a biggie.
Long shot. Boomerang. What the hell?
Thank you very much. Can I put it back now?
Yeah, I don't want it.
I don't like this. You can have this back. Thank you very much.
Can I boomerang the chest on Fortress Rooftop, please? Is that allowed?
Like...
Anything else in the maze?
Because we're still... So, we've got the Ice Cavern Path to Bongo. You have to know at this point that that Ice Cavern Path to Bongo has got to be leading to hovers now.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
And it's just a matter of what is it? Like, we have everything. I can't even imagine what you're going to find in Ice Cavern that leads you to hovers that we don't already have.
Right.
And, like, we've got Hammer. It can't be Rudas Letter because it can't be locked in Ice Cavern. Could it be Lens for, like, treasure chest game, potentially? Or is it just going to be straight hovers and ice?
But hope it's not a lens. That'd be really annoying to deal with.
But yeah, no, everyone set Foro's... the fact he got Magic here means that he can set the Foro's win now, though. So this is actually, like, just... Even if he doesn't get the Strength 2, he's got easy re-access now.
Yeah, absolutely. So he's not as punished for it as it might first appear. It is going to suck if the long shot is in the silver block room, though, because it immediately gives a huge advantage back in Icenine's favor, right? Whereas before, it definitely felt like Xeno was a bit ahead.
Yeah. We're going to find that out on Icenine's side, how far ahead he is as soon as he hits that heavy block room.
I don't think either of these runners are too worried about, finding the rest of the items at this point. Like, you have Well and Deku to do once you go back Child, which is great. Hopefully Rudos is just there. If not, I mean, Icenine can go Spirit, which is fairly dense. Pretty nice. And if you haven't found it then, you can cry yourself to sleep.
Oh, someone else pointed out a big issue. We've got the Ice Statue to do, but Xeno has 3 arrows.
Uh-oh.
That's not going to do it.
Open the chest, man. There could be an arrow drop in it.
He's not going to realize till he's already in the room.
No, just autopilot.
And there it is, and it's like... He's going to shoot the first 3 and go to shoot the 4th one and be like, wait, what? Look at that. 1, 2, 3, and...
Boing!
There's the flick. flick, flick, crap. What do I do now? What do I do about this?
Where are the arrow drops? GG?
Think. Uh-oh.
Yeah, just FW at this point, I'd say is probably a good option.
I think it's like the only option left. Like, do you just pop out really quick? Because there's a bunch of arrow drops through GTG you could find.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, I'm still not convinced by either of these items, though, so I would feel really suspicious about the remaining checks in GTG.
Agreed.
Even if it's only 1 for Xeno.
100% agreed. I would not believe Boomerang whatsoever. Magic, I could maybe see.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, when you take into account Spirit Key logic, for sure.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I don't think you do the first 2 of Shadow yet.
Mm-hmm. Thing that I think is a little bit interesting, though, is Wasteland Chest, which, for going off the presumption that hovers are in ice, which they are, then you could potentially find your long shot in Wasteland Chest, despite the fact that long shot technically locks that chest. Just a matter is where Rudos is, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was a big chest, too.
Yeah. Told you. Had to be suspicious. There you go. Here's Rudos.
Oh, that's huge. We've got the full Chabu kit in here. Yeah, that's AD. Like, we have full AD available. What is... Oh, God, what is this?
It's not that surprising when you think about that Minuet is hard required, that we'd get AD pretty early. It's nice, too, because you can go do Shadow, right? So...
Hold up, we have to consider... So, is it... So we still have that Din's path to, Phantom Ganon, so it literally just has to be for, like, key logic inside.
It has to be for Spirit Key logic, yeah.
Yep. That's just... That's funny. That's actually just straight comedy.
Do you realize what that Rudos means? Now that we're able to get hovers in Ice Cavern?
Is that...
We are fully in the trade item casino.
No, we still need long shot.
Oh yeah. Well, but you have the Morph path, so okay.
the Morphopath pointing to? Is it pointing to the Rudos? Is it pointing to the magic? Is it pointing to the boomerang? Like, what are we doing here?
I think it's likely that it's just Longshot or Irons are in Shadow.
I could see that, but at that point, if it's Iron Boots, we are Casino Longshot as well.
Yeah, well, at that point, we're very quickly approaching that point, though, where it's a guessing game of where this claim check is, which nobody wants, but it certainly makes for an entertaining spectacle, so I hope you guys are having fun with this one.
Oh, man. Talking from comms here, this is a blast, and I'm so happy to be here for such a seed. Like, I'm waiting to see this trash fire for a late game casino. I know it's coming.
We still have 4 chests we haven't seen on Icenine's side.
We're about to, though.
Yeah.
Seed is hot trash. I agree, and I'm all here for. He's not doing the silver room.
He's just gonna
do it after.
Yeah.
Okay. I figured. Here you go. Have this letter. Hammer was DMT Fairy. Yeah, DMT Fairy. Yeah, this trade item, like, we're sitting here, racking our brains, where is this trade item going to fall? And that's legitimately what's going to define how bad can this seed be, is where is this trade sequence.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's not too big of a panic mode yet, because there's still quite a few dense areas left that we have to do. I feel like if I'm in these runners' positions, maybe you don't even do well. Maybe you just stick to your raw progression.
I can see that.
Yeah.
And the heavy block room ends up not paying off at all.
Yeah. It's maybe not that surprising, knowing what Rudo's walks, but...
Progression.
Gotta get all the save as many syllables as you can. Take shortcuts at any point possible. Anyway, Xenoh's in Deku. It's notorious for being a dungeon that has never had items ever. Of course.
It either has nothing or like 4 different big chests.
Yeah, that's a joke. Deku's an amazing dungeon. Has, I think, 6 or 7 checks, and you do it in like 3 minutes, which in terms of density, checks per minute, is one of the best areas in the game.
Got people calling for long shot in the toilet. God, I love chat some days. Y'all want the worst for these runners?
Is anybody counting keys in GTG? I certainly wasn't.
Wait, you all count keys?
What?
That's why I didn't make top 64? Oh.
7 keys? Yeah, I didn't really see any of the maze, so...
Imagine not wanting the worst for a runner. See, James here is apparently on the side of the runners, wants good things for him, doesn't want people to hate themselves. I'm all on chat side.
It's not just that I don't want the runners to be here forever, it's that I don't want to be here forever. I mean, I have the excuse and I'd have to dip in an hour, but normally, yeah.
That's true. You have a time limit, unfortunately.
That's so sad. Hopefully we find this claim check pretty soon, because it looks like the seed's going to be really fast otherwise.
Yep, so we're going to get this, we're going to get the letter turn in. Honestly, I think you just follow your progression, because you know your hover boots have to be an ice cavern now. So you just do this, you go turn in the letter, and you just book your way right over to Ice Cavern to pick that up, because if you find Longshot in Shadow Temple, you're virtually go mode. Virtually being the opposite. I'm all strapped in, I got myself a nice glass of water, ready to watch the awful of this trade sequence item casino unfold.
Oh yeah, Xenoh doesn't have the 20 hint, so... Also missing Hammer, which might eventually punish him. right now it's not an issue, but hard to say how that plays out.
Xenoh forgets he has the boomerang, yeah?
Yeah, for sure. I guess Icenine's gonna save a little bit of time here in Deku, not having to go for those skulls. Kind of needs at this point, because he's definitely behind on the progression side of things. I mean, he does have a little bit of an advantage in terms of items. He's got the strength too, he's got the hammer, which will come into play the moment that we don't find the claim check in one of the obvious areas.
Oh wow, is he just go-moding his Deku tree?
What a Chad. This guy. This is this is playing from behind like I've never seen before.
That is so gutsy when you're looking for a claim check for your light
I know,
air.
right?
He doesn't have the hint still.
Oh, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Oh my god, he's rushing the hint.
Oh my god, if he doesn't get the bigger on hint, he's gonna be so mad.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to eventually narrow it down when Ganon says it's Death Mountain Trail.
Oh, but he is
still, yeah.
Oh no. Oh
And
man.
He's also making quite a big assumption that I think I'm also kind of making, which is that the long shot is what the GTG path is. It could just be Iron Boots, so it's even more of a risk than even just that.
No, Ice does not have the bigger on hint. So he's literally just like, oh, I'm behind. I don't have time to do this. If my long shot is just in Deku Tree, oh well, I lose.
Yeah, pretty much. Which, I mean, is fair. It's a correct assumption that he's behind. So,
yeah.
Can't blame him.
Like, he caught up a lot of time right there. That's
true.
Full honesty, he caught up a lot of time just skipping Deku Tree like that.
And not only that, he's not even getting punished for it either, because we know what's in Deku Tree and there's nothing, so it's like...
Not getting punished yet.
Yeah.
Because all it takes is him get it, like, if he doesn't find the claim check or something along the line, and he gets the hint from Ganon, and then the realization of it's Bigoron, he might go back to Deku. He might go back to any of these locations that he is, like, hard skipping through, and that's just gonna wreck him.
Yeah.
So even if we see him pull ahead here, unless he finds that claim check somewhere along the way, it's not going to mean much.
Yep. So a question from... Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
There's a question from chat of, do you do Jabu with Boomerang and Rudos in a path location? Personally, I think it's probably better to assume the Rudos is path for the hover boots that get you into Shadow. Shadow is a dungeon with, I believe, 12 checks. Jabu has 4.
Vent Inor said it best. You drop 4 ores, win, and go adult.
Yeah, pretty much.
100%. You walk in, you drop 4 ores, you go adult. Oh, and we aren't even having the 4 ores, though. Xenoh just, nope, let's go.
Yeah. That's fine. I think you can pretty safely make the assumption that there's not going to be very much in Jabu, and if there is, then, well, seed sucks. What can you do?
I mean, you've got lights on Bigoron. How does the seed not suck already? By the way, thank you, Star, for rolling this one.
Does Xeno just not have... Sorry, does Icenine just not have magic, or is it just a bad color?
I think he's just out, because he inspired his way down and everything.
That's true.
2 paths can point to the same item, but you can't have 2 paths. Like, you can't have Ice Cavern Path to Morpha, Ice Cavern Path to Bongo both be hover boots. If you get 2 Ice Cavern Paths, you know there's 2 items, but you can have a GTG path to Morpha pointing to the Ruda's letter, and then Ice Cavern Path to Bongo pointing at hover boots, all for just hover boots because you need them further.
Yeah, so I guess a little bit more concisely, you can only have items on the same path. They can't be hinted as the same thing. So like an item, it's more just the path that you have to think about. We're looking at the path of eventually getting to Morpha from Rudos, which can get you also the path to Bongo.
Yeah, no, this is, both players are running really risky, in my opinion. You've got Icenine, who missed that bow early and is probably thinking, I'm playing from behind, I've got to do something extreme to catch up. Whereas I can see from Xenoh being 64th seed, being like, I'm the bottom, I'm the underdog in every single match I'm going to play throughout this entire tournament, playing from behind, starting the seed out.
Mm-hmm.
So I can absolutely see both of them being like, I'm playing from behind and I have to do something.
Yeah, for sure. Just like that, Icenine retaking the lead in terms of progression, it seems.
Yep. And we actually have full confirmation with this. It is Serenade in Ice Cavern, because we have every other song and we know OOT is Minuet.
Mm-hmm. Here's a check, by the way. This is might be important. This is a check that Xenoh cannot do because he does not have a hammer yet. Although he could route in the DMT fairy right now and get it.
He could. I don't terribly think it's going to be important, though.
There's the other wallet.
Yeah, I honestly feel like that Bigoron hint is going to be huge. There's actually a realistic world where Icenine sees, like, the eyeball frog in Ice Cavern and just like, nope, I'm not doing that trade sequence anyway.
Yeah, it's true. Especially if it's an earlier trade item, that might be something you just say, it's probably nothing. Yeah, even then. Good.
Look at the sync on this.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a good consideration. Is that with these two, as close as they are, I do think Icenine having to climb to get the light arrow hint might actually play a significant role in the result of this race. This sync is so fascinating to watch.
I talk about this every single tournament I watch. I love this out of the top 64, out of most of the people I watch at the top end, is that no matter how different the routing is, no matter how many different decisions are made throughout the seed, you see so much syncing up in locations and in times that it's just, it's honestly impressive.
No kidding. Yeah, Ice breaking the sync, unfortunately.
I mean, they're still really close.
Yeah. And this is where, if, well, I guess not in this case, because the only bottle we had is Rudo's, but if we had KZ skip allowed, we would see, beyond this sync, we might see, you know, a difference in execution just based on how they do the KZ skip, which I think would be kind of cool. But as it stands, I'm just going to walk by Kingsor, it doesn't matter. Can you guys tell that I want KZ skip back? Am I making it obvious enough?
I don't want it back. As controversial as that is for me to say, I don't want that back.
Oh, we want to do controversial takes? Okay, I got you. We should just allow the glitch KZ skip.
Oh man.
Is this a thing? No way, that's a thing. Oh my god, that's so awesome. I've never seen that.
I know, I've seen that before. That's so cool. I've seen that once before. It's the coolest stuff. I'm loving watching chat like lose it at this. This is something I've seen and I love. I've tried. It's actually harder than it looks. It took me like 3 tries, and every time you mess up, you're like all the way down there like, ah, crap, I'm stuck. Imagine seeing Eyeball Frog down there.
Mm-hmm. That would have been so funny.
Red Rupee. You can have KZ skip, but you have to eliminate adult DC. That's fine. I'll do it. I don't care.
Yeah, no kidding. Also, I love how I bring up glitch KZ skip and then chat's immediate response is to spam FAE. You guys are going full like Twitter reply guy on me. It's like that's a whole different sentence there, my dude. You can't be putting words into my mouth like that.
The sync.
Oh, that spin was really cool.
And then Xeno just getting trolled by Spiky Boy.
Unfortunate.
I don't remember where Xeno saw the Bigoron hint. I know he saw it, I just don't recall. I thought it was Temple of Time, which that just doesn't sit well, because that means that Icenine never did Temple of Time.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess what happened was he preluded from CAC, right? And then he went adult immediately without doing the bomb shoe bowling, which means he skipped those hints. And then I think, did he play a song to get away? Either that or he just walked by them and just never even thought about them. Okay, he did walk past them twice. Wow, that's a unfortunate mistake. Can't say I haven't seen that before, but it could be worse. It definitely could be worse.
Oh, I don't see you ever doing those hints now. Yeah, those hints are dead for forever. I mean, you can get them later, but I mean, who does?
And the only saving grace for Icenine is that you can get the Ganondorf hint and eventually narrow it down. But I mean, he's gonna narrow it down right away because he's done everything else in Trail. But still, it's like
I was gonna say everything in Trail's already done.
Yeah.
What was that? Couldn't tell what that was. Didn't look important.
Has to be the end of Ice Cavern then.
Yeah, because like I could be wrong, and please correct me if I'm wrong. Ice Cavern can't be path for Blue Fire for KZ. It would be Zora's Domain would be the path at that point, right?
No, because I think in general it can't, but in this seed specifically, what you can do is you can get the wallet that's on Tektite Grotto and then buy Blue Fire and do it that way.
You are correct. Thank you. But I don't think it could be any way. But in this,
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not.
Right.
Okay, letter can be path for Blue Fire. Yeah, that makes sense.
Stupid Keys couldn't even stay and get blown up. Jerk. Back to being mostly in sync, both of them doing silver rupees, man. I love this.
Yeah. Fortunately, not going for the cool glitchless jumps, but it's all good.
Cool as they are, this is easier, and I know it.
Gets the ledge grab there. You don't want the ledge grab, because if you can hang off during the cutscene, you can drop down and have the perfect angle for the glitchless jump. But it's fine.
Yeah, Xeno did the right side, got the boomerang. Is it not in his items? Did he accidentally save scum it away?
Did he save scum boomerang? Uh-oh.
I mean, probably not the case, but I've seen weirder things happen.
Maybe it was on purpose. Maybe he's like, no, fuck that. I don't want it to be boomerang, so I'm just not going to pick it up.
I mean, I was the one saying, no, you put that back. You put that back.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he actually put it back. Hovers on Wolfos. Those are the wrong boots there.
It's true. Yeah, got little French vanilla boots, but off the Shadow Temple we go. No surprises here.
Nope.
And the Serenade's nice too, because you're gonna have to go to water eventually. We just hope that long shot is in Shadow Temple and not somewhere stupid, you know?
Oh, I mean, you hope it's in Shadow Temple. I hope it's in the worst place possible.
Oh yeah, of course.
Exactly. See? You gotta hope for the worst. Xeno is going back for the Blue Fire, but like Icenine is really playing like he's behind. Xenu knows though that it could, like, he's looking for this claim check. He knows that that's part of this. So he's got to do everything.
Yeah, because in Icenine's mind, this is still an Omega Jet, where even the smallest little bit mistakes can make or break the seed, right? So knowing that he skipped that bow and knowing, or at least not knowing where light arrows are, knowing he just has to go for the hints, it's definitely, in his mind, this seed is going to be over potentially sub 2 if light arrows are in a nice location.
Oh yeah.
But as we know, they're not.
No, they're evil. Long shot we don't know yet. Long shot is literally our glow mode.
But we do have, the only indication we have is GTG path to Morpha. So it could just be Iron Boots. But we've got, in GTG, we got Boomerang, we got Rudos, and we got Magic. So the current assumption is that the Morpha path is just in here. Because you needed, first of all, you needed Magic to get into Shadow, and second of all, you needed Rudos to get Hover Boots from Ice Cavern. Real interesting thing is if we just find Iron Boots in here, and then it's just like, well,
yep.
Guess I'll go well, I guess. I don't know. Maybe you be a good little randomizer player and you do your progression, you go to Water Temple and you full clear it despite knowing where Bosky is.
Oh my god. I mean, it's probably the right play, but there's only 4 real checks.
Yeah.
So far, Icenine's gaming has paid off. What's going to come down and when it's really going to matter is once we hit this casino mode, if it actually exists. We have no idea where this claim check is, and for all we know, it could just be, you know, Bongo's Heart, Backroom Shadow. There are a bunch of places right in their way that claim check could land. And if that ends up happening, Icenine's in a phenomenal position. But the second he gets to Ganon without light arrows and gets that hint, hey, it's on DMT and the only check you have left is Bigoron, and he has to start casinoing for this claim check, all this skipped content goes right back to the forefront of your brain. You're like, oh, where did I leave claim check behind?
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, it's also only a matter of time until we see him play, you know, aggressive enough, skip something, Xeno does it, and then, oh, there's the claim check right there. Like, it could happen eventually, and then it's just, the race is over right then. Yep. So.
But the thing is, like, he has pieces that Xeno doesn't. He can check Spirit, he can check Fire, where Xeno does not have that ability yet. Like, those are both completely off the table for Xeno because he doesn't have the hammer, he doesn't have the strength too.
Yeah, that's such an interesting position for him to be in, that he has all the pieces to be more thorough, and yet he chooses not. Maybe he's just a Chad. Maybe he's just on another level of gaming that we can't understand.
No, I mean, to make top 64 and be doing as well as he is, I think that's still going to be the case either way, but oh man. It's that missing Bigoron hint really hurts.
Yeah, I think that's the most important point to hammer home, is this race is very much a coin flip still. There's no way to tell who's ahead. Can't count either of them out, which is exciting.
Oh yeah.
Not exciting is when we're gonna hit the 3-hour mark and it's on Baronade Heart Container, like you said.
I'm glad. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, that's true. If we don't find anything in Shadow Temple, there's a very real chance that it is just a Boomerang. And the other option is Spirit Temple with that magic, but... And then I guess Volve could be Hovers locked, I guess.
Yeah, I'd personally go Fire Temple looking for the long shot next. But
Oh,
I mean,
oh my god.
That's from Icenine, not from Xeno.
We still have that big chest on Fortress Rooftop that is... If that's long shot, then that... You know, I guess it's not locked by Hovers, never mind. There's the Scarecrow. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, but Wasteland Chest is... Oh my god, it could totally be Wasteland Chest. I didn't even think about that.
I love this. I love the awful. Keep it coming.
We do have a big chest here. Oh.
No, that's... Oh, we have another big chest here.
Jail cell.
That is, oh, no.
Go back to the reverse wasties. Let's go.
Oh my god, no.
No, I feel like the correct thing to do is go back to GTG, get that big chest, and then go to Wasteland Chest from there.
Icenine is doing the opposite of Zooter safely. He is zootering recklessly with absolutely no regard.
That's the way to be, dude. Riley made a living off playing like this. Let me tell you.
I mean, it's... If it keeps paying off, you keep doing it.
We're talking about... Oh, hold on. Nope.
It wouldn't be a seed if Magic 2 wasn't inside of Shadow.
Yeah. Hey, we're talking about one of the 4 OoTR players who have actually made money playing this game. The list is not very long, but Riley is among them. Alright, but Mr. Mario's like, oh, I got 4th place, I made $15, that counts, right?
Big chest? No. Is he?
No, the pot's hinted. Pot's hinted.
That's right. That's right. Is he skipping the pot? You're right. I'm wrong. Best part about sometimes hints is you sometimes remember they exist.
Mm-hmm. Mel, I am salty. I didn't get to go to SGL and meet my good friend Mr. Mario and watch the Odd Taxi movie together. It'll happen this year, don't worry. Oh man, if Drew's there, oh, it's a match made in heaven. Getting to the end of Shadow, still haven't seen what this path is.
For all we know, it isn't.
That had to be a key. Off we go on the boat.
Boat ride!
I recently learned how to do the bell strat for the boat. Now I'm gonna be the most insufferable shitlord, begging every player to do bell just because it looks cool.
Path is narrows because the sea is about to. We can hope it's on a manager here.
Riley's speaking like somebody who failed Bell once.
Icenine's just like, nope. I'm in a mood. I'm in a mood. I'm going to kill the. Just to vent my frustrations.
I guess there is something cathartic about just killing the Stalfos when you're stuck on the boat together. There you go, there's the copy pasta. Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate that Vibruto is a bad idea in these settings. Actually, you actually need Rudos if you're doing glitchless.
Jet Casino. Yep, light arrows on Bigoron there, Tanner. We're looking at a Jet Seed followed up by the worst casino. Oh. I have so many bad memories with lights on Bigoron.
Big chest isn't here.
Oh, it's manageable, like I said.
Oh man. What if there's just nothing here? Do you just immediately go to Jabu then?
Like I said, I would consider fire because the hover's locked, but I mean, Jabu also makes a lot of sense.
They're saying they should have said W there, but
But then again, so does Wasteland. Like you said, Wasteland plus top of Gerudo Fortress makes a lot of sense too.
I would actually argue Spirit, just because magic and, key logic, right? Although, I guess with double magic in Shadow, does that no longer apply?
No, it still applies, because you need one magic to get the other.
Yeah, I guess so. So, yeah. I would say, just in terms of if we're just continuing on the train of density, then Spirit, I think, makes the most sense. But you are gambling on it actually being fire-locked. Well, I mean, you know it's fire-locked because
the Din's fire path.
Yeah, so maybe Spirit is actually, like, super high IQ then.
Well, I honestly don't know what the highest IQ play would be, so I'm going to defer to Icenine, because we're coming up on that bongo kill here.
We'll have to see what he chooses. He is the one sitting in the top 64 position, so probably knows a thing or two about this game.
First Wasties, the Forest, Jabu.
I think Fortress, like, once you are strictly looking for claim check, then I think Fortress is like the first place you go, because you have a confirmed big chest, the highest likelihood of being correct, right? And then I think you just, like, unga bunga well, right? Like, that's the obvious choice.
Yeah, like, my personal, I'd probably do... Like I said, I can't get my brain away from doing fire in this scenario with the hover boots.
God damn, there's nothing in Shadow. Can you believe it? My god.
Yeah, my brain says fire, but honestly, Spirit makes a lot of sense. I do think it's reverse Wasteland into Gerudo Fortress first either way, and then potentially just to Fate a certain someone, possibly like Gerudo Valley would make sense too, because neither one of them did that.
Now Icenine's playing a little bit more thorough here.
Yeah, Iron Boots are just some random check and then long shots in the toilet. I think we actually key counted. I didn't see the back of the maze very well, so I don't know how many keys are back there.
That's true. It could just be toilet as the path, right?
Yeah.
We still don't know. We have a list of possible places that path could be, but nothing is guaranteed just yet. I wonder if Icenine is, like, thinking about that logic, even if he's thinking about the GGG path, or if he's just cleaning up what he can before maybe going well or something.
I think this is just a cleanup.
Yeah. Oh, I guess, yeah, you're here. Might as well.
Yeah, I think we're just doing a cleanup. I just don't know where he's going to go next. We don't even need to serenade anymore now that they have hover boots. They can just hit the Gerudo Fortress chest right out, but we are gonna do the serenade, and this is potentially just a lake play?
Potentially just getting progression water out of the way.
I mean, we don't even have access though, do we?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you're right. Never mind. Sorry. Excuse me.
You're good. Imagine cleaning up on your missing hints. I mean, that's just like the total, 200 IQ play there. Pierre for fire. I could smell Pierre for fire.
What is this Scarecrow song? There you go. I don't think we've seen adult fishing yet.
Nope, we have not. We've not seen anything adult lake.
Yeah. Now that Icenine is playing a little bit more thorough again, you gotta wonder in the back of his mind, it's like, oh god, is it really Deku? Do I have to go back there?
Oh man, you're telling me, like, that was the most insane play I've seen in a while when you're still not in Go mode. Like, Go mode Deku's cool, but just to literally, like we were saying when Xenoh was going through, that is an extremely dense area, a lot of really quick and easy checks, and to just be like, I know I still need Iron Boots or Long Shot, but F it. Bye! Wow, that's got to be in the back of your mind. It has to.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, at the very least, my curiosity will be satisfied eventually with this fortress big chest. Very excited to see what that is.
Finally cleaning up on that flame storage he failed early on.
Oh, true. I forgot about this. Good thing he remembered.
I don't think you can do that. I don't think that, like, Icenine's in a position where he could do that because he doesn't know about the claim check. I don't think in Xenoh's position you can orphan checks because you're in this, I can't even get a light arrows in.
Yeah. Well, like I'm saying, like, if you've ever been, you felt like you had a great, fantastic opinion, a good take about this game, that the light arrow hint should be removed, go ahead and take a look at this seed and tell me if it looks fun.
Yeah, I didn't even think. The only time I've dealt with it, I was also playing League last season, Season 2, when it was not CSMC. Yeah, when you have to literally open every single chest, the whole seed through, because it's like, well, where is the claim check? It gets really old. Yeah, to be fair, when you skim Temple of Time hints, you are not wrong. Like, you should not be skipping Temple of Time hints. I think that was literally just, I think I did them. I have, like, every hint except for Bigron. I don't think I need to do them. Sen's gonna kick himself if he sees that 20 hit. So this is Ferora's win play. He's going back to... Yep. And we're gonna see them overlapping once again. Like, just the coolest.
Can't believe this. Okay, we'll see what this big chest is. Hopefully he checks Wasteland chest, because that is a good candidate for this Morphopath, and hope it's not Iron Boots.
Who's ahead? Who's to say? We're looking at Bigron having light arrows, so either player, like, whoever comes across the claim check first is who's ahead. They're both,
pretty
like,
much, yeah.
Neck and neck. Meme!
Well, MM arrows.
Chat is ahead. That's good. Chat is ahead. Oh, huh. He's not. Xenoh is not going for that Gerudo Fortress. He is going to be going Child, it looks like.
At this point, like I said, just slam the well. Or maybe he's thinking about Jabu. Maybe he's still thinking about that boomerang path.
Honestly, that's a good way to look at it. That's, yeah. I think it's Jabu, personally.
I think this is the first time we're seeing Valley Crate, by the way.
What is that?
I could not tell. Green Rupee? Okay. Is this child shooting? Don't tell me there's a child shooting gallery on Xeno's side.
Seen either of them do it yet?
Classic.
I thought I watched... No, Icenine didn't do it either, because he literally just dipped out.
Was it at nighttime when he did bomb shoot bowling?
It was! This is 2-hour child shooting! Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if that actually ends up being something, I'm gonna die. Oh, that would be the best.
That would be so funny.
This is a Jabu play. This is Jabu.
Yeah. He's being a thinker, for sure.
This seed is awful, and I love it.
Oh, it's not Jabu. Oh, it is Jabu.
Wait, it is Jabu? Wait, it's not Jabu. Wait, it is Jabu.
No way, they're gonna be synced again. No way. This is gonna be awesome.
Synced again. What is this seed? What is this garbage? I have to thank both the runners here for making this as entertaining as physically possible for us, because this has been a trip.
This is why I'm saying, like, it really does matter that Xeno has the bigger on hint and Icenine doesn't, because Icenine is legitimately going to lose like 2 or 3 minutes climbing Ganon's tower just for the hint. I mean, he can set FW, so it's not that bad, but it's still, like, it is time loss that is very much going to matter when they're this closely matched at this point in the race.
Oh yeah, absolutely it is.
Looks like you might get your wish for the Baronade heart container here. I gotta say.
I'm hopeful.
25% chance. Well, technically, it's a 1 in 3 chance because the boomerang chest itself is not locked by boomerang. So if they're really smart, maybe you skip boomerang chest. Although I guess you don't if it's claim check. Yeah.
No, because Rudo's letter locked it. It could just be Rudo's letter to Jabu.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay. Never mind then.
The light arrow hint was Temple of Time. No, none of us are 100% aware of how Icenine missed it, but yeah. It just, small oversight, like, I know I got those hints, I had to have, and then just never doubting it.
Certainly not missing that switch. He shot across the room with a slingshot. That was really impressive. Sniped it, man. Yeah, and if there's nothing in Jabu, then, well, first of all, these guys are both going to feel awful, because they did Jabu for nothing. It's like, there's no way my opponent did Jabu too, right? And then it's basically just, do you think it's hovers for Volvagia? Do you think it's Spirit because magic and key logic, which you know is a thing?
Man, the sync is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yep, straight to well if it's not here, just for density. That is something else super interesting to think about, is it could be, and this is copium for me, it could be Skull Kid or Daruna's Dance Behind the Saria song, because magic locked AD, which locked Saria.
Could be! You're right! What the hell?
Happy 2 hours, everybody! Thank you to the racers, because you are the ones that make all of this completely possible. Icenine and Xenoh. Thank you to our trackers, Waylon and Tenacious Toad. You make this a lot easier for everyone watching. And thank you to my co-com Video for coming out and having fun with me watching this train wreck.
I'm liking this scene more and more by the minute. Is this what it feels like to be a chatter who doesn't actually play OoTR and just has fun with these garbage seeds?
Oh,
yeah. This is great.
Oh yeah, this is just the best.
So, yeah, shout out to all the volunteers. We love you. Thank you for dedicating your free time to, production for a 25-year-old video game.
Big chest bait. Ah!
Oh, wow. You just got bugged.
Does Icenine go back to Decker Tree and clean it out properly to see how much he might have screwed himself up? I really don't think he's gonna.
At this point, he's chasing the Morphopath, right? So he pretty much knows that there's not going to be much in Deku. The only time he panics is once he realizes it's Bigoron, right? Then he's like, oh god, I gotta go back and do everything.
Yep. Yep, exactly. Like, what do you follow after this, though? Like, do you follow Deep Spirit off the magic? Do you follow Fire off the hovers? Obviously, Xeno doesn't have access to either of those, unfortunately.
Oh my god.
Rabu, calm down. No, you put that back! There's 1 in 32. Like, there's no way you don't do it now. We already got people guessing.
They know. It's not gonna be anything on Baronade.
Yeah, put that thing back where it came from, or so help me, Alfalfa. Yes, I agree.
At least you got Suns. At least you got Prelude. At least you got Requiem, so you know it's not crossing logic. I'm just coping at this point, I know.
No, the lens is not Rang locked. The lens is Rudos locked. Rang was in GTG, but so was Rudos. Oh my god, this absolute conundrum of a GTG path is just, oh, delicious. I love it.
Icenine's bailing! Oh, it's getting real. It's getting exciting.
I think Xeno is. I think Xeno is too!
No way.
Oh no, okay. This might be the Frozwind play back. Yep, to pick up. Okay. That's really cool. No, that's a really cool way to go. I like that one. I think Xeno is bailing though.
Yeah, there you go. It's just got exciting.
Oh, to all my chatters out there, if you guessed Baronade's Heart and it ends up being something good, we are going to lose our minds.
It'll be one for the ages for sure. Only time will tell how this plays out. Possible that both of these are nothing, still. Alright, hear me out, hear me out. What if Ice Switch and Water has Long Shot, and that's your Hover's path?
Ice Switch and Water.
It could happen. Tell me it can't happen.
We've got a winner no matter what. I saw someone put left, 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 right, right, and I put down left, 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 right, left. So we got a winner no matter what here. Yes! That is quite on Restream. I've gotten it. Ah! I think Soy Sauce literally was like a half second after me with the exact same guess, too.
It's just bomb shoes. Alright, well, all eyes on Icenine now, going for Baronade. If that's nothing, what's next, homies? Speary? Speary Temple? Oh my god, playing so risky with the bridge there. Whew! He's very close to the edge.
Yeah, there was nothing in Shadow.
Yeah?
Absolutely nothing.
Didn't play out, unfortunately. We got our first Baronade check here. Let's see the chops, the fundies, the gamer skill. Very nice. No problem from the Baronade here.
Nope, Baronade's nice and easy.
You know what you're doing. Don't really have any trouble with this boss. What I expect from the top 64 caliber.
Is it on Barry's heart?
Oh! Telling you, man, Spirit Temple.
Oh,
Spirit
man.
Temple is the thing. Don't point your stick at Ruta like that. That's weird.
I think fire, you think spirit, man. We got two different sides on comms here for it.
Let's see if these two, one of these two are thinking one way or the other.
Xeno doesn't have the ability to do either.
That's, oh my god, you're right.
Like, that's the problem, is Xeno doesn't have either of them. Hammer is DMT Fairy, and then Strength 2 was Grotto of Destiny Hyrule Field. The full GTG is either Magic, Rudos, or Boomerang. Those are the three things we found. We also have to consider Saria's song here, which is, I think, something that Icenine's doing, is like, oh, maybe it's all of this for that Saria's song.
Been thinking about the logic still, even though he's been behind and stressing about that, skipping Deku, he's still making these plays, making these good plays that tell you he's still thinking about the logic of the seed.
Just resets him right back to Goron City entrance, and then he can go in and, yep, he's doing the Child Goron City run.
Mm-hmm. It should be pretty interesting here. We keep talking about this. They're chasing this path. It could just be Longshot and Well. Like, it could be Irons in Spirit or something, or on Volvagia, and then none of this matters.
It's very true. Both of them had huge rupees, by the way.
Wow.
Oh, sorry, his lock checks were huge rupees.
I can't believe it. At this point, I'd be tempted to just say, man, fuck the logic, let's just do well and hope that the path is for Irons.
Yeah, I mean, that's where I would be going, is density, and just being like, I gotta hope. Like I said, go ahead.
I think the play makes a lot more sense in Xeno's position, because he knows he's also looking for claim check, but Icenine might have to play a little bit more risky. Or he might have to stay more true to this path until proven otherwise.
Where do we have Xeno going? Is this a well play?
Yeah, I think it might be.
I think I smell a well play.
Or it's chickens. He's just gonna do chickens and bounce because he's a Chad.
There's another bow. That's two child lock bows.
Bomb lock bows.
Two bomb child lock bows, you right? No chickens. No chickens.
Just like I said, Unga Bunga, well good, well dense.
It's less age changes too. And like we all said, like he knows he's also looking for a claim check. Icenine doesn't know that yet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go, Lens!
Get a second guessing game. I think Well and Spirit are like the only two dense regions really remaining in the game. And after that, it's just like garbage. So you got Fire Temple and garbage. So, better hope it's here if you want this seed to be over soon.
I don't. I know you do. I understand.
I hope that I get to see where the claim check is before I have to go.
Oh. Yeah, because it hurts not having that answer. I hate it.
It's Somebody DM me on Discord if I have to leave. And one person. If I got like 5 people in my DMs, I'm gonna be upset.
God, I was hoping I could get it, all 10 of them right. Darn it.
Almost.
Right, left. I was 1 off. I got 9 of 10. So close. I'm taking the bomb shoes for validation. I paid for them. I'm taking them.
Might as well, honestly.
I mean, what's sad is those actually might be helpful. Like, we still have no idea where claim check is. It could be somewhere stupid.
Yes. Yeah, here we go. Here's well for Xeno. It's going to be interesting. This is, I think you could do well, like, super early in the seed, and you've just been, like, so loaded with progression this entire time that it's just never felt like a good option, which is kind of rare for well.
And there we have our 2 hour and 13 minute. Oh, there's the third bow. All 3 bomb locked, all 3 child side.
Well, that one you're forced to go adult first, so.
Yeah.
Exactly. Here's an interesting check we haven't seen yet. Castle Fairy.
I could have swore Xeno did that.
Well,
no,
maybe
Xeno
he
did.
Okay,
Xeno
never
did.
mind.
Xeno did this like 2 hours ago. Nothing here. Feels like 2 years. What is this setup?
The boomerang throw, I think.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that.
Zeno's model? I don't know, some anime shit. I'm not a weeb, sorry. Is Drew still here? He knows. Oh, it's Naruto? Okay. If you guys want to know how much of a weeb I am, there you go. I can't even recognize Naruto characters. Either that or you guys are all the degenerates, who knows?
Oh, I'm a degenerate, I know it. That's okay. I said nothing. I'm clean.
I'm the one putting you guys on blast.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh!
Nice. You know what that means? You know what that means? You guys like gambling?
Oh man.
You guys like gambling?
We are in full, and I mean full casino for this. Oh, here we go.
Thank you.
Central pillar is not hinted, but we do have a hint on the boss key. Boss key is river chest.
I think that's also, that is confirmation, right? That the Morpha path is Iron Boots after all.
Yeah, someone else said it pretty well. Path to Morpha is, I don't know, for Iron Boots? I have no idea how, but it's for Iron Boots somewhere.
Oh, we already have a bet for trade item. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, the bet's been going for a while.
You over Hylia, bet highest Goron? Alright, you're my best friend. The best check in the game.
And the best part is that Icenine has no idea the casino he's in for.
It's true.
That Xeno is still clearing. Like, there's no way Icenine doesn't dip the second he gets that.
Yeah, that's right. Icenine's gonna bail as soon as he gets long shot. That's true. I didn't even think about that.
And as soon as he has that long shot, he's not gonna do any more checks either.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if this is claim check. This is.
Bro.
Nope. Big Poe. And no more shield, but I don't think you're going child ever again in this.
You don't need it, for sure. Right.
There's not a whole lot left. As soon as he hits go mode, I don't think he's going to open anything else. He's just going to go for that hint.
I have to imagine Spirit is the most likely first candidate for once you're hunting specifically for that claim check. I mean, I think Xeno's going to do water first, and then maybe evaluate Ganon's as an option as well. Although without Strength 3, it doesn't feel that great. I mean, you can set FW, which is fine, but...
Yeah.
I still think Ganon's without Strength 3 is a pretty decent dungeon, but Spirit is also very good, and we haven't seen it at all yet, so...
No, you're right. I think you do Ganon's first, just because if it's right there, you know it's in your opponent's path, and you have to... like, because for Xeno, you have to think your opponent has that Bigoron hint too. We're the only ones who know that Icenine's working with that information. Yeah, exactly. There's no way Xeno thinks that Icenine skipped Temple of Time hints. The only time this information is going to come back around and bite Icenine is if this is a really, really bad casino, and he has to re-clear Deku, and he has to re-clear other small areas that he left behind that Xeno's been a little bit more diligent in cleaning.
And as we've stated before, Icenine is a little bit better on the item side of things. He has Hammer and Strength 2.
We don't know Shoot the Sun yet.
We haven't seen it, but I'm sure we will once we're done with water. We just got to find 2 keys here, and then I think both these guys are going to bounce. There's one of them. There's the other. All right, we got 2 keys. We can, if we really want to, we can just leave water now if we want.
I would want to personally, but I'm not sure.
I'll get the old refresh. See, it showed the map chest spawn in, and then it immediately cut back a couple seconds, so I got baited. Yeah, I'm watching S8 right now, guys.
Can you tell me who wins the Super Bowl so I can bet on it?
Wait, did Icenine not get long shot?
He did.
Did he just...
I think.
I
mean, if he plays Serenade here, we know. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely long shot on his icon.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah, no, Xeno's gonna continue to clear.
Honestly, I don't blame him. Even though water is not the best in terms of overall density, it's still...
I'm looking at Xeno's tracker. His sometimes don't show the Water Temple River chest.
I mean...
He might not have that hint. Yeah, he might not have the hint. I don't... rolling boulders, yeah. But it doesn't show on his. I mean, he's going right for it, so he might have it and just didn't have it marked.
And even then, like, this is a common route for Water Temple. And trying to do the Iron Boot skip here. The boulder.
I was gonna say, I figure he has to have seen it.
So they're both doing the same thing. So here's what I'm thinking. I think after they're done with water. Xeno is going to go to Ganon's, and Icenine is going to go to Spirit. Well, actually, no. Icenine has to go up and get the hint still. But, I think if it's Spirit, which I think there's a high chance that it is, then that's obviously really good for Icenine. But if it's anywhere else, I think Xeno has a huge advantage right now. Kind of my analysis at the seed.
Yeah. Xeno is being more thorough here, though.
It's true.
Which I don't blame.
Icenine's just playing for the hint, right?
Yeah.
Which, yeah, could play to his advantage. Hard to say.
Xeno trying to get the peak here and just can't quite get it right.
Yeah, Spec. Twin Robo's like, why don't you want to come to my dungeon? We have like 20 checks. Come on, this place is dense.
Oof. Oh yeah, and this is Icenine just like go moding it here.
For sure, 100%. Set FW
yeah.
and we'll have to watch Icenine go for the hint, but once that is the case, we will be true just go everywhere, do everything mode. Oh, I thought he was just going to YOLO that jump. That would have been so cool.
Oh yeah, prescription would hurt. The thing is with Ganon's Castle access, you don't go back into ice necessarily. Like,
yeah, just
as
grab
soon
blue
as
fire.
you realize, yeah, you grab blue fire and Ganon's before leaving, just in case.
Runner's killing Morpha at about the same time.
The other thing that might determine a lot if they get really close and both find prescription soon is if either of them are able to do the DMC timer stall. Like, that could do a lot.
Both these guys getting the Morpha quick grab, quick kill, by the way. Very nice. Very cool. Grab the key just in case. Why not?
Yep. Yeah, I don't see why you don't shoot the sun here, even if you're going straight to Ganon's. Like, literally, it's one off. You're standing right next to it. Just do it in case it's light arrows. We know it's not, but
100% you do it.
imagine lax. I mean, it's not a big deal if it's lax. That is a pretty old piece of heart. Pretty piece of heart. Xeno is being thorough. Because he knows where his light arrows are. He doesn't have to go get the hint.
pretty tragic for, I mean, both of these guys. Just the situation at hand.
Oh,
Xeno having no idea where the 2 items that lock the remaining 2 dungeons are, and Icenine having to waste time climb Ganon's tower. Yeah, so normally in a situation like this is something that we refer to as glow mode. But it's not go mode where you're ready to beat the game. You're still looking for light arrows specifically so that you can stun Ganondorf and finish that boss fight. Normally, you go up in Randomizer, you go up and talk to Ganondorf, and he'll tell you the region that the light arrows are in. But we did have a hint that Bigoron is what contains the light arrows, meaning that you need the trade quest item, which could be a couple different things. So that hint is effectively useless.
Yep.
It's kind of just the claim check locks light arrows. It can be anywhere, doesn't lock anything other than finishing the fight. So it is truly just take your best guess at where it is.
As you have said multiple times here, James, if you want to know what it's like playing without the light arrows hint, this is what it's like playing without the light arrows hint. Have fun,
dude. Watch this chest right here be the trade quest. Imagine.
Nope.
That would have been the ultimate case of, like, higher seed privilege.
I scaled Ganon's tower and all I got was this lousy t-shirt.
So true.
Oh. Yeah, Icenine does not have the hint. I wonder if he's gonna immediately be like, crud. Or if he's gonna actually, like, warp over to DMT and start looking around and be like, oh wait, oh no. Where do we go with Xenoh now?
Has he done field checks?
Yeah, I think so. I thought he did. No? No, he didn't. Icenine did them. Icenine did them on the Child 1 route. Xenoh immediately took the owl back. Okay, so Field will at least get him strength 2 so he can choose for Spirit.
100%. Chat's bringing up a good point, by the way. At this point, Icenine effectively is in the same position as Xenoh, but because he has more items, this does sort of feel like a lead. I think Xenoh might be a little bit ahead still in terms of the raw number of things he's done, but I think Icenine has more stuff immediately available for him to do. And I'd have to imagine, you know, Spirit is probably the first place he's going to look, because it's big and dense. Well, okay, after Ganon's castle, of course, but density has a habit of winning here, so we'll see how it plays out today.
I'm not surprised that he's not doing the climb, because it's one of those things you would assume that there's a good chance your opponent would do that first. And you have to be like, okay, I've got to play a little outside because I feel like I'm behind, because both runners now are in the exact same position. Xenoh has more thorough density done. He actually did Deku's tree. He's done a few other checks. Whereas Icenine has not and might have to redip them. Like someone said, if Icenine commits to the things he skipped, and it's like, okay, I already skipped them, I'm not going back for them, I'm already done if that's where it is, then he's got a better shot.
Not Shadow Trial. Still got Spirit Trial to look forward to, and then somewhere else after that.
So that's something we're going to have to ask Riley, is why he go-moded Deku as hard as he did, because he wasn't even in go mode yet. He was still missing Iron Boot's long shot, And admittedly, he did have gold scale, so all he was looking for was long shot. But he legitimately walked in, Din's fire, dropped down, and just crushed Deku Tree.
And it's important to note that he didn't have the bigger on hint. So as far as he was concerned, the Morpha path was a 50-50 to his glow mode.
But that's the reason I would think is he felt like he was behind after missing the bow early. So he's like, I'm behind. I've got to make it up somehow. We're just going to do it by go moding Deku.
There's a strength 2 for Xeno. Does he immediately send Spirit? No, not yet. Soon.
I think you have to quick, though. Here's he going to go do... Okay, so he's going to go check this out right here. Oh, that's bad for Xeno. If Icenine committed to fire first,
yeah,
and Xeno did Spirit, that would be good. But now that Xeno doesn't have the hammer and Icenine's already committing to Spirit, that puts Xeno pretty solidly behind, I would think.
Yeah, I think this is actually really good for Icenine now. I think Xeno has to hope that it's somewhere bullshit.
Yep, and Xeno is doing the same play, though, Spirit. Which, like we said, that gives Icenine the advantage, considering they're both in the exact same shoes right now.
Yeah. The other problem is I don't think there's a lot of bullshit left in the game. So, I don't know. It's actually looking pretty grim for you, boy.
Oh? Oh no! This is big chest on Gerudo's Fortress.
Forgot about this.
Meme arrows.
Hey, he went this long without getting it?
Yep. Thank you, Purple Bomber. The seed is committed to making them AD, logical or otherwise.
Yep.
Oh, you don't want to do it logically? You don't want to do it for what I told you were supposed to do it for? Fine, do it anyway. Back into GTG for heavy block. Yeah, like honestly, we're in a position where anything can be it now. There it is, early Spirit.
Yeah, not surprised.
At least you got to see it.
Yeah, I had like 3 minutes left, so at this point it's just do the trade quest. Thank God it wasn't prescription, at least.
Yep.
We never figured out the GTG path, did we?
Nope.
It's probably just Iron Boots and Deep Spirit.
Or Deep Fire.
Yeah.
Or just Deep.
Deep.
I mean...
So it looks like Icenine's going to move on to face the winner of Cine and Volk. I hope I said your name right. I never know how to pronounce it correctly. That'll be interesting. Xeno, unfortunately, this is the end of S6 for them, but they didn't go away totally empty-handed. They did get a huge win on Deckard, so definitely making a name for themselves. Their first round, they had to play What the Hells. That's just your 64th seed. Get your ass beat. You have to play What the Hells. Sucks to be you. So to be able to come back and not go 0-2 as the bottom seed in the tournament is probably pretty big W for him. And certainly held his own in this race. Just a little bit of unfortunate item placement kind of preventing him from, being able to access Spirit as early as he could.
Yep. I don't know, like, was there ever a realistic time where he went Spirit before what he was already doing?
I mean, I think if you're chasing if you continue to chase the GTG path, then you probably go here, but then you're straight away from Well, right? So...
Yeah, which we both know Well was what you had to do for that long shot, which, by the way, just ridiculous placement on that. Good job to both the runners for as quick as you did getting to that well. Like, good God. Yeah, no, Xenoh, like, fantastic fight on this one. Honestly, I mean, there was a long time when I'm like, wow, Xenoh is actually ahead. It doesn't look like it yet, but that Bigron hint, plus everything else going on, it's just like, wow.
Right, so we should explain, by the way, what happened there with the Icenine side. So there's a little bit of a trick you can do, because normally when you warp with the trade quest item, it sets the timer to 1 second remaining, which obviously is bad, and it's to prevent you from just warping to wherever you want to go. You actually have to, like, walk. But in Death Mountain Crater, there is also the heat timer. When you don't have a Goron tunic, the first time there's like Navi text, right, that says, "Oh, it's hot in here," and then a timer shows up. That timer actually overrides the trade quest item timer, and so you can basically chill in Death Mountain Crater as long as you can stay alive, and the trade quest timer will not count down. So the moment you leave Crater and you enter Death Mountain Trail, you have a little more than a second, because what you do when you get the eye drops from the lab guy is you immediately pull out Ocarina before the timer has a chance to move from the center of the screen to the top left. So when you go into Death Mountain Trail, that's when the timer does that movement. So you actually have a little bit more than a second. So you have just enough time to roll over to Bigoron and hand in the item with enough time to spare. So it looked like he just barely got a buzzer beater, but that's actually a really common strategy, and we'll probably see Xenoh do it here as well. You can take a look at what he does. He's going to pull out Ocarina right away.
Yep, perfect.
Yeah, so you notice that the timer spawned there in the middle of the screen, and then watch what happens. I think with that, it is my time to head out, so I will leave you to handle the interview. Thank you so much. Yeah, this was fun commentary.
Yeah.
Good talking with you.
Yep, I will catch you in another one later. Thank you for coming out. We'll give you a quick shout out before you go, hopefully.
Ah, that's me. All right, bye guys. Bye chat.
All right. We knew we had a time limit with him, but I mean, it was good. This is panic straight up. Yeah, no, this is both runners at this moment were like panic. Like this has been a bad seed. This could have been so much worse. We did so good. Come on. Getting the light arrows right now for Xenoh. He's got to be like, okay, we've got this. I can do this. Icenine just probably praying not to get sniped after everything that's happened. And we got the bacon frying up nice on Icenine's side. Either way we look at it, this is a fantastic run from both of these racers. Really showing why they've made top 64 and why they've done as well as they have this season. Yep, Ice getting the silvers helped. It could have gone really bad if he had chosen Fire over Spirit. I don't think most people would do that unless you feel like you are still really behind. Your opponent should be really far ahead of you and you just need to make some stupid off-the-wall play to get yourself back in. I think Spirit is usually going to be the right choice. Oh, yeah. Straight up skipping Deku like that was ridiculously wild, and honestly, it paid off huge, and mad respect Icenine for doing that and then just committing to it in the end. I would have been in the back of my mind for so long, like, what if long shot it was in Deku? What if, like, and as soon as you get the claim check hint, what if claim check is in Deku? Just just committing to it. But at that point, after you've already done it, I think you have to stay committed. I don't think there's a real world where you can back off of that decision and win. We have the big GGs coming in from Icenine here, everybody. Time for Icenine's gonna hit here any second. Xenoh is climbing the tower. All right. Looks like we got a few extra people in the booth here. Hello, Icenine and Xenoh.
Good night. Good evening, I should say.
GG's to both of you.
GG's.
So, I think the biggest play going through my mind at the moment was that insane just Deku Go mode. Icenine, that was nuts.
Yeah, I thought the seed would be pretty much straightforward at that point because I was guessing. No, I was hoping for long shot in Shadow or Ice Cavern. So ended up we need to do a few more things.
Yeah, we collectively as a chat, we still have no idea what the GTG path means. Yeah, we figure there's gotta be Iron Boots in Deep Fire behind the Hover Boots, or Deep Spirit behind the Magic, because we know logically with the Din's Fire path to Phantom Ganon that Spirit Temple has to be fire locked, but just that is a gross path, and both of you managing to bottom the well before following that path any deeper was huge.
Yeah, I was wondering why the hell GTU was hinted for Morpha, because I almost clear everything that was leading that was coming from the items I received from GTG. But I went well, and I thought, well, maybe this can be for Iron Boots, and let me do some better checks first. After this, I can do Fire, I can do Spirit, and I will think after doing Bar of the Well. I was tempted to go Spirit first, then Fire, but fortunately for myself, I found the long shot there and went full rushing mode.
So this is interesting. You never saw the Bigoron hint, did you, Icenine?
Man, I just figured out I never read the Temple of Time hints. How I never done that, man.
Oh,
how can I do such? I don't know.
It obviously didn't end up hurting you too bad in the end. You did end up getting right up to Ganon, like, oh, it's DMT. Oh, it's Bigoron. Cool. Claim check time. Let's go. And it didn't end up hurting too bad because it just ended up being one of the first places you checked afterwards, and that was fantastic for you. Let's see, Xenoh, there was a long time that I felt like because you were being more thorough and cleaning out areas better because of that light arrows hint, that I thought you were in the lead personally, and it came down so close in the end.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah, I know.
No, I mean, honestly though, throughout most of the seed, both of you were overlapping every step of the way. You both were doing Forest at the same time, but Icenine had to go back to Child because you had skipped the Bombchu Bowling Bow, and then went right back to Adult afterwards. And literally, so Icenine entered Forest first, but had to leave, and then was re-entering Forest while you were finishing it up, Xenoh, and then both of you were on each other's tail the entire seed through after that. It was honestly one of the more entertaining ones I've watched in a while.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
Chat, do we have any questions? Or people are mentioning that the synced up Jabu was the absolute hype.
Yeah, Sun Jabu is a favorite of mine. I like the play. So the first opportunity I had to do it, so I packed my fish and went there.
Xenoh, Tom wants me to tell you that the hammer was in DMT Ferry, which I didn't think you were going to be going there anytime soon.
Oh no, hell no. I would never do that. Like, not in a million, no. So I would probably less lock it, to be honest.
Yeah. Someone's mentioning the gold scale, which I think the gold scale was also in GTG, but that shouldn't have been a path for the wallet because iron boots were going to be required before wallet ever was. So, I mean, you just iron boots in.
Yeah.
Anyone else with questions for our runners here? This was an incredibly hype bottom bracket of the top 64. We do have Icenine moving on. You're going to play the winner of Cine and Volk41.
Yeah, let's try to fix my my mistakes here. I think apart from the bowl, the start, I was thinking my route was pretty clean.
Oh yeah,
I managed to do some Todd management. I did Dempe. I did I got Nocturne. Then I got the Composer Grave Chest as child. Was kind of interesting how this went, but I decided to go adult after getting some schools in Keck because in my mind I thought that the Phantom Gainer hint for Dodongo's Cavern was going to give my bow. How wrong I was.
Yeah. That we were all figuring that you were on that. Xenoh already had the bow, so it's just like, well, whatever I find in Dodongo's Cavern is probably just for my access, which it ended up being logical AD from Minuet, because Sarius was on the Minuet pedestal. Gross.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a little bit unfortunate for me because I lost 2.5 minutes maybe by not having the bow. So I need to go all the way Forest Temple. That hurted me a little bit.
Yeah.
But after that, I was just hoping for the best because long shot could be anywhere. I tried to follow my paths, but didn't work. I went well, and there we go.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that I probably lost a couple minutes too because of my execution at the first 30 minutes of the seed. Because I was like just stressed out a little bit, so I was kind of shaky. And my decision making was not that great, I think.
I'll tell you from the viewers' end. From the viewers' end, you looked clean on a lot of it. And like I said, both of you were on top of each other for that entire first almost hour until Forest Temple, where you pulled ahead just because of the missed bow. All right. Anyone else with questions? I don't believe so. What a race. Both of you have done fantastic and definitely proved that you deserve to be in this top 64. Thank you all so much for coming out. Once again, Vidya James isn't here, but thank you to my fellow co-com for this whole thing. Thank you to both of you runners. You really do make a lot of this possible. I mean, just so many people enjoy watching you guys, so thank you for letting us restream you. Thank you to both of our trackers, Waylon and Tenacious Toad. And I think that's everything.
Sounds like everything to me. You hit all the hard parts. There's nothing else on tonight. Let's see. Tomorrow, we've got an Majora's Mask Randomizer Mystery Tournament seed at 3 p.m. Another one of these, loser brackets round 2, Cine versus Vok41 at 3:35 p.m. These are both Eastern time. And then the Zelda 2 Randomizer weekly race at about 9 p.m. Eastern time on tomorrow. So, a few things going on tomorrow. Nothing else tonight, though. I'm going to send you all over to Not Your Average Person, who is doing a OOT MMR mashup randomizer thing, which sounds intriguing to me. I haven't seen that yet, so we're going to head over that way. Thank you all for coming out and watching. Again, thank you to Hollow and Vidya for comms, Waylon and Toad for tracking, to our runners Xenoh and Icenine for putting on a great race for us to watch, and we'll see you all next time.